Hey, what is up, collecting crew? Happy New Year. Hopefully the new year is treating you well so far. 2025, we did it. We got through another one. Whole mess of figures that we got through, and now the whole mess more coming through in this year, and it's already started off with a bang. Yeah, there's some hot releases that or announcements that come through, and we'll definitely discuss those. But I gotta say, yeah, first time back, first stream of the year of 2025, and yeah, I gotta say I missed you guys. I mean, it was nice to have my break, like I mentioned. Some of you seen that post on my YouTube channel. It was good to have my time off and relax. And like I've said before in my other streams, this is a hobby. I don't see this as a job, so I kind of just approach this just as such, right, as a hobby. Whenever I feel like I'm up for it or I'm into it, that's when I usually do my streams. Otherwise, I don't rush it. I give it to it when I can. And honestly, yeah, I just had a good time spending my time with friends, family, just hanging out. I've of course, been still in touch with everyone on YouTube, watching other streamers and content creators, and communicating with you all, chatting with you all in the chats and in the comments and things like that. So I've still been active, but just kind of taking it easy on my channel. But I'm back. A lot to talk about. I know I've missed some figures, but that's just how it goes. So we'll have to. Those are already gone. Those are already long gone. So I am behind, though. I know that some of the figures that we're going to be talking about today on this stream, some of you have already probably heard so many others talk about it, but I'll give my thoughts on those. Quite a few releases, quite a few announcements. But before we start off, I already have a few guests with me. We may get some more, but a couple announcements. First, CaliCon 2025. I know some of you heard me mention it before. Some of you may have not, but I have yet to put a post on this, and I will. But June 20th through the 22nd of this year, of course, 2025, going to be taking place in North Lake Tahoe, California. As I mentioned before, it's going to be a switch up from what we did last year, where we had it in Los Angeles, close to where Disneyland is. Some of us went to Disneyland. We did all the touristy stuff around there. We kind of had some get-togethers. That would end up being a little more hectic and expensive, as you can imagine. So this year, I figured we'd take a different approach, have a little more chill, kind of more outdoorsy. Hence North Lake Tahoe. For those of you that aren't familiar, it's kind of more woodsy. There's a bunch of area for hikes. Of course, there's a lake, a big ass lake. You can go kayaking. I think you can rent some jet skis over there, just do other water activities, or just chill on the beach. But if any of you are interested, let me know. Again, June 20th through the 22nd. It's a weekend there, of course. I will just keep an eye out on my posts, my Facebook, the YouTube. I'll put a post on YouTube as well, a community post, and then Facebook. I'll share that. But if any of you are interested, let me know. Reach out to me. I'll add you to the Facebook group chat. We already have that going. A couple of my guests here added to that as well. That's just, you don't have to commit now. It's just if you want to get additional information, I can add you to that group chat, and then we can go from there. The next announcement, as promised, I do plan on having a giveaway for reaching over 200 subscribers. Again, thank you so much for all of you who subbed and have supported me up to this point. It is really appreciated, and I'm going to give a small token of my appreciation by doing a giveaway. It's going to be a $20 gift card, so a general gift card. I don't want to tie it to any particular retailer because I know not everybody shops or has likes certain retailers, so I'll just kind of make it general. And I may also do a figure giveaway. We'll see. I'm looking to do that probably the first weekend in February, so just keep it locked. I'll keep you posted on, of course, my social media, Facebook, IG, and then YouTube. Just keep an eye out on those, and I'll post something on there as well. That's going to be one of those you have to be present to win, just because it'll be easier that way. But I will be respectful of your time. I'll do it at the beginning of a stream whenever I schedule that, so that way you guys can just show up when that's designated. I can do the giveaway, and you guys can go on about your day. I don't want to keep you hostage for the stream, so I know you all got stuff you got to do. So I want to be respectful of your time. But keep an eye out on that, and I'll do that giveaway. We'll knock it out first thing of the stream whenever I schedule that. Like I said, probably first week of February, first weekend there. So yeah, just keep that locked there. All right, enough banter. The chat, I see you coming in. I will definitely get to you. I don't want to forget about you. lovely chat, the beautiful chat, the beautiful chat. I mean, I can't forget about you guys. I'll address you guys here in a second, but first, let me bring in my guests. I know they've been patiently waiting, so I appreciate you all for hanging in there. First up, we got Superior Beam, Uncommon Flex, and first time on the channel, on the stream, we have FeelDaBurn. Robert, thank you all for joining me today, this evening. How you all doing?
Good.
Very
Glad
good.
to be here.
Yeah.
Can you guys
Robert,
see?
thank you.
Thanks for having me.
What's that?
Can you guys see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
Okay, my bad. I just saw a back
No, you're good.
on my thing, so I just didn't know.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, there might be a delay. But yeah, if you guys, the chat, speaking of, yeah, if any of you notice any audio or video issues, please let me know so I can get that corrected. I came in here, I had to dust off StreamYard and all my other equipment. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Hasn't been touched in ages. It's been a minute. I was telling the guys, like, man, I had to like kind of remember how to do all this stuff again. I was like, what the hell? What do I need to set up? And yeah, so if anything's off, let me know. Just coming back to it, I got stream rust. So yeah, just keep me posted. Speaking of the chat, let me go ahead and get through them real quick. I want to get through the chat. Of course, I missed you guys, missed chatting with you here in the streams. So let's see what we got. We got, I keep forgetting how to pronounce this. Drogron 2, of course, that's Lane, the legend. Man, Feezy's going to have to drown in talking about figures tonight. You ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding. Yeah, I was chatting with Robert backstage that, or in the chat earlier that, there's probably a figure I'm gonna have to drop off just because there's so many to talk about and I'm so behind. So I feel bad. I try to discuss all figures that come up, but it just, at this point, I'm just kind of, like you said, Lane, I'm drowning. Geo, the movie canon in the house. What is up? Evening collectors, he says. Geo, friend of the channel. If you guys haven't checked out or you don't know who he is, you're new to the community, check out my friends of the channel section. Link to his YouTube there. He's definitely been in the community for a while and he has a lot going on. So check out the Movie Canon's YouTube channel, as well as these gentlemen here. Robert, I will need to put your links in the description. Actually, I think I have your IG currently in the description below. So for all of you that are interested, check out Robert's IG. But for Beam and S-Beam and Uncommon Flex, friends of the channel, you can check out their links in the friends of the channel section as well. Let's see here. Speaking of Uncommon Flex, is doing double duty. I love it. Engaging with the chat. Clinton Martin in the house. What is up, Mr. Martin? Thank you for coming through, man. I noticed you got a new profile pic, a new avatar there. Looks like tech. Speaking of, I think mine should be coming in pretty soon. I think looks like I was charged, so that might be shipping out for me pretty soon. Looking forward to that one. Teak, right? Is that how they say it? Teak. Teak. I have yet to see the Bad Batch. I need to watch it, but I've just been hearing. Clint Martin, yep, he's confirming. Whoa, what a panel! Whoa, I hear that in Keanu Reeves' voice. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, what a panel! Yeah. Clinton Martin, you need to put a light in front of FeelDaBurn's face. He's in the shadows. Maybe he likes to be mysterious. I don't know. I'll leave that up to him.
Oh, I can fix it. Hey.
Yeah, Abby, very epic stuff. Thank you for joining, Abby. Appreciate you coming through. I think that's a new name I haven't seen yet, so appreciate you coming through. Tech is a great figure. Clinton Martin's corner. Yeah, man, I bet. It just looks cool. That was one of the ones. Disclaimer: I don't have any other Bad Batch. That one just stood out to me, so I'm looking forward to getting that one. I just love his suit and the options for that one. Yeah, he looks like a great figure. So, but thanks for confirming. All right, gentlemen, I'm sure we may get more that come through. And like I said, we may get more guests to join us on the panel. And if we do, I'll bring them in. If not, no worries. We got a good panel. Like someone already said here, what a panel tonight. So having said that, we'll go ahead and get started. And then my panelists, if you guys notice anybody coming in backstage, let me know. There's a chance I may miss them just because there's like a lot going on down here. But yeah, keep me posted. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. First figure, Star Wars related here. Speaking of Star Wars and tech, we have Sabine Wren. Man, again, I know I'm behind on figures, and this came out a while ago, a few weeks ago. Let me see. Man, I forgot to put on a date, but yeah, at least a couple of weeks ago. So I'll go ahead and give my thoughts, kind of go over, do some reiterate what the price and all the typical stuff, right? And then I'll open up to my panelists if they want to speak on doing anything, give their thoughts on this I'll let them do that. So, all right. So Sabine Wren, 276 USD. She was announced September 2023. So almost like more than a year ago. It was like a year and 4 or 5 months. This is kind of similar to the next figure we'll talk after this. But yeah, 2023. And I got to say, off the bat, she looks good. I have some promo pics or some comparison pics I'll bring up later, comparing the proto to the final. But I overall, I still think she looks good. This is one that I definitely pre-ordered because I was just loving the colors. I love her character. I know some people were saying that in the show she was coming out kind of annoying, but and even though the head sculpt looks good, I honestly am one of the few I think that I'm gonna probably use to have her helmet on, just because I just love that look. The colors, look at this right here, just the way it pops up. One of the reasons why I pre-ordered this figure is just the colors on this. Just the different, unique style, right? It's kind of different from any other Mandalorian armor that we've seen so far. And so, if anything, I might have to get one of those like 1/6 scale busts or something, or maybe like another separate body, like a casual body to put her head sculpt on. But yeah, the helmet looks too badass. I love the design. I love the artwork on it. It's so cool. Really, really badass. So yeah, just to kind of reiterate, she comes with 8 interchangeable hands, 2 blasters, and a USB powered lightsaber, which is what we've been seeing recently for the most part. Something else I noticed here is that her holographic image that she comes with is Ezra, but it's colored. Usually we kind of get like the those holograms that are all the same, like transparent blue looking color, right? I think this is the first one we've seen that's colored like this, right?
First time I've seen it. Definitely.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So, yeah, this is coming home. I'm looking forward to getting this, which should be coming soon. I know, like I said, she was released a little bit ago. But yeah, I'll open up to you guys. Any thoughts on Sabine Wren or anything else you want to say again?
I'll say that, like, at first I was excited when they announced her, but like my ADHD brain is like out of sight, out of mind, and
yeah,
they announced it in like 2023. I completely forgot about her, and even though I think it looks really good, it's a good looking figure.
Yeah.
Pretty much the Ahsoka line has like moved way down on my priority list, and
okay.
So like I'm not in a hurry to get her anymore. Like if she goes in the bargain bin, then yeah, but like I'm not. There's other figures I want before her now.
I see. Okay. No, I've heard other people who had kind of similar thoughts on that as well. Just because like the Ahsoka line's so deep right now, it's just the number for the figures in that line is just so many that kind of people are like, what, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. And
I can't do that.
Save myself some money. So I hear you, man. I definitely get you. What are your thoughts on how the figure looks though?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it looks great. I mean, it really, like, it's from the time I saw the proto, I was like, wow, they did a really good job. And I think the finished product is really good. Like, usually I like my Mandalorians to keep their helmets on because I think they should. Yeah. But like, it's tempting with that head sculpt to not have her wear the helmet. But I mean, which she did most of the time in the show, right. Which is kind of against my beliefs for Mandalorians. But I think it looks really good. I do. I have no real complaints about it. I know I saw like Clinton was saying she's missing the eye shadow and hair highlights, but overall I still say she's a winner. Yeah, I agree.
Anyone else got any thoughts on Sabine? All right.
She looks nice. I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, as many people may have known, I'm not a Star Wars collector or Star Wars watcher, but I can admire it from afar. It actually kind of reminds me of Psylocke. I have the So Toys Psychic Assassin, and I'm like,
nice.
She already has purple hair. I'm like, if they would have made it just a little bit longer, I could pop that head off and just put it on her. I mean,
that could work.
What?
Yeah, no, I was saying that could work. I can see that. Yeah, you would take Psylocke's head and put it on this body here.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
This head, and put on, that one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, take Sabine's head and put it on Psylocke's body.
Right, that.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
I don't like the short hair though.
Yeah.
I was like, if they
Don't
just
like
made
that.
it just longer, just long hair, I would definitely do that. But I mean, it's a nice looking figure.
No,
I don't know who she is or what she does. I just know she has a cat, as I saw in one of the pictures. So
yeah,
I'm like,
the Lowe's cat. Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, no, that's another thing. I agree with some others that mentioned this as well, and with you, Ty, that I would have preferred the long hair look as well.
Yeah.
But the face, the paint, and the sculpt on the face sculpt and the paint on that looks good. Overall, it's pretty close to the prototype. And speaking of, we'll go ahead and jump on that now. Here, let me bring that up.
Feezy, going back to the hair thing for a second.
Yep.
Is like on the show when she cut her hair, I was like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done now.
I'm done.
Forget
I'm
it.
out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do that. They did it.
And they did it. Yeah, I mean, I understand why she did it, but yeah, I kind of would have preferred the long hair look. So here we have the, comparing the proto to the final pics here. Proto obviously on the left, final on the right. For the most part, it's pretty close, if not slightly better on the face anyways. You can see the bags under her eyes or the lines, the little more detail. I don't know if it's just the lighting on the left though. Maybe they are there and it's just the lighting kind of washes it out, but I can see it more on the right. The main difference that I've seen is, like you mentioned, Ty, and was the hair. The detail in the hair on the proto looks better. The paint looks better there, I think. But in the final, it kind of looks a little more toy-ish, kind of more clumped together. There's not as fine details in the hair, I should say, on the final. So that's a minor nitpick. But yeah, something that I noticed, whether that's actually the case, maybe in hand the details are there, but in this photo it doesn't look like they're there. What do you guys think?
I think her hair is like missing like a wash, like a black wash to bring out some of the details. A dark wash to bring the details out of the finals hair. I think that may be part of it too. Because you can see the proto has it.
Right. Yeah, I can see some of a wash there, but yeah, right. I think it could use more. You're right. Or like even like I think it's just because the paint is lighter, the purple paint is lighter that they use.
And it is different lighting here too, I think. So that's gonna throw it off too.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just minor nitpicks on my end, but yeah, overall I think it still looks good. Like I said, I just kind of prefer the helmeted look just because of the artistic style design of the helmet. It just looks badass. This is one of the main reasons. Even in Rebels also, it's just kind of what I liked about her character. Just look at that blue pauldron. Oh man, I'm all about the color, man. You guys know me. Anything, if a figure does art and design and it mixes it well, that's usually what gets me. It's just the artistic nature of a figure and the design. Like asymmetrical typically is what I kind of lean towards. Yeah, it just looks badass. I'm all for this one. So looking forward to getting this. There's that Loath cat. All right, let me address the chat here. Clint Martin, yeah, you haven't seen Bad Batch? Disappointment. I know, man. For shame. What have I done? Yeah. Casual Star Wars fan over here. I know it's on my to watch list. I have heard good things. I have just been hearing it's one of those things where it's slow to build, but it gets better towards the end. So I just gotta make some time, put that on my priority list. Clint Martin saying, I had her on PO but canceled. The figure looks great, but I feel shortcut her in the paint apps. Yeah, missing eyeshadow. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying now, Ty. And hair highlights remind me of Peggy Carter animated. Yeah, I kind of agree with the hair highlights on that. Yeah, like we were just saying, looks like it could have used some more paint. Blue Tattoo in the house. What is up, Blue? Thank you for coming through, man. Hope you're doing well. I think he might work in. Let's see, the final reminds me of Meg Tilly. Meg, remind me who Meg Tilly is again?
That's Jennifer Tilly's sister.
Oh
Look
yeah,
almost
she
like-
does look like Meg Tilly.
Yeah, I figured I have to go back and see what was she in.
or Jennifer, like one of the Tillys.
One of them, yeah. Yeah.
One of those
Meg
Tilly
Tilly
girls.
was in Psycho 2, and then she was on one of the episodes of Chucky, the TV series. With her
Oh, the
sister.
TV series. Okay. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go back and look. I can only think of Jennifer Tilly right now. She's like that's only in my head, so I'll look it up afterwards. But yeah, I can kind of see a somewhat of a resemblance of Jennifer Tilly though in this. Also,
I can see it.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, yeah.
What?
I can see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Especially the proto.
Gotcha.
The proto definitely catches it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I can see that. Yeah. Yep. Now I'm not curious. Now I have to go back and see after the stream here. All right. So going on to the next one here, we have sticking with Star Wars. Where are we at? I'm getting a little bit of an echo. It comes in and out, just an FYI. I'm not sure that, but just letting you guys know there. Let me know if you guys hear that or not also. But here, so next figure, sticking with Star Wars and sticking with the Ahsoka line, we have Captain Enoch. Another one here that was released in, like I mentioned, 2023. This was in December though, 2023. 245 USD. It doesn't come with that much. 7 interchangeable hands, blaster. Again, this is one of those ones where I think it just looks cool. Obviously, we've talked about this when it was announced. The helmet, a lot of people mention this as well. That has like kind of that Roman type of gladiator type mask look to him with the gold accents. I was a fan of this design along with the Night Troopers. I already got the Night Troopers. Those came in probably when I got bombarded with all the figures from the end of last year. So my Death Trooper came in, and I got 2 Night Troopers, and so now they're just waiting for Captain Enoch here. So I do have him on pre-order, hoping to get him pretty soon and have that display set up. Yeah, it's going to be. What's one of the parts I liked about this show is just the troopers, man. Just the unique trooper designs, really cool. This one, if you guys are still on the fence about him, I will say though, last I looked, he was sold out almost everywhere. The only place I did see him, last I checked a couple of days ago, was Pop Culture. For those of you that aren't aware, they're based in Australia. They usually have pretty good deals because of the currency conversion, but they do take a while to get it, most likely because they're in Australia, right? They have to get it from their distributors and they have to ship it to you if you're here in the States. So expect to wait a while, but I haven't had any issues with them. I've only had good experiences with them. So if that's something you're interested in, check out that website, Pop Culture, based in Australia. So that's, like I said, that was a couple of days ago when I last looked. They had it available. So if you're on the fence, for those of you interested. Otherwise, everywhere else that I looked, US based, there was already sold out. This guy, so I don't know whether that means he's just that popular, limited quantities, or what, like a lower batch made. I don't know, but yeah, it was just crazy. I guess a lot of people were kind of digging this guy too. So kind of going through here, through some of these photos, I'll go ahead and open up to you guys. Anyone got any thoughts on Captain Enoch or anything they want to add? Take that as a no. Let me go through some of these photos real quick. But yeah, I mean, it is unique. It is the face sculpt or the mask is kind of weird, but again, I just like it just because it's unique. It's different. He has the cracks. Look at those cracks here along on his helmet, just throughout his whole armor. Yeah, it just looks badass.
I
Kind
think
of intimidating. Yep.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't want to be coming across as like negative, like, nope, I'm not getting this one or that one either. But like, I think he looks cool, but again, he's not on my priority list. You know, I got Batman stuff, you know, that's gonna take priority, and some other figures. So it's like, he looks cool, but I gotta stop somewhere. I gotta draw a line.
Yeah, no, I get, again, like we were talking about before, right? Just this Ahsoka line goes deep, it goes hard. So I definitely understand, you know, if you don't want to go down this rabbit hole for anyone. I know others, like I said, have mentioned that. So, but you know, like I mentioned earlier, that doesn't come with a lot. What is this, like 7 hands here? It doesn't come with too much. Very basic trooper type accessories. One thing I did notice regarding the articulation, this guy has 30 points of articulation, which is what a lot of figures recently have been coming out with. But if you compare him to Sabine only had 26, if I remember right. Yeah, I think it says 26. So I don't know. I feel like they're still kind of holding out or doing some of the female figures dirty. Like a lot of the main ones are having 30 points. So I don't know why they kind of shortchanged Sabine there, when she should be, I would say, a little more posable, dynamic than Captain Enoch. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously, she has to do with the bodies that they're using, right? They're kind of reusing some of those bodies, and so until they update those, and we'll eventually get. I know other figure lines, other companies are the same way. Marvel Legends, it took them a while to have their female figures with more articulation, or as much articulation as the male characters, and a lot of people were complaining about that. So I think there's some figures that are still releasing that still have less articulation than males. So it seems like it's just, figure throughout the whole figure industry. That just seems to be the case there.
Sabine does have.
Go ahead.
She's double jointed, like in her arms, though, right? I thought I saw that in a review.
Yeah,
like
I think
she can bend her arms.
I know in the knees. I don't know in the arms. Here, let's go back here real quick. Switching it up. Share this tab.
I was watching Justin's review, and I thought he said it, but
did he? Okay.
I get confused.
Because in some of these photos, I'm only. Go ahead.
Pretty sure she is double jointed now.
Is she? Okay.
I mean, she should be. You can't see them.
Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, on the left one here, the left arm, you can see that's double jointed there. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like she at least has double jointed elbows and knees, but she's lacking some articulation somewhere.
Well, at least they didn't do her like they did Bo-Katan.
Oh yeah.
I had to do a body swap on her.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Is it much better now?
Oh, way better. Yeah. I mean,
nice.
Who heard of a Mandalorian that can't like move?
Right? Yeah. Was she? I don't have that figure. So was she? She had single jointed.
She was single jointed arms. Yeah, elbows. Why?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not like you see her joints.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do recall hearing that.
Costco Reeves was like that too.
Oh, was she?
Yeah. The armorer is like that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, doing them dirty. Well, I guess until recently. So they're like slowly improving theirs. They gave Sabine some double jointed elbows there. So it looks like they're slowly making their way up on those improvements. All right, let's see here. Let me address the chat here real quick before we go on to the next figure. Let me go back to Enoch. Let's see here. Clinton Martin saying, I wanted every Ahsoka figure. They all look great. Enoch looks great, but he hasn't done anything really in the show. He does have a name, which is cool. Yeah, he has a name. That's cool. But reminds me of Captain Phasma. Yeah, that's good. That's a good comparison. Yeah, Captain Phasma didn't really do... I would probably say she did more than Captain Enoch, because at least she had like a battle with, was it Finn, right, if I'm remembering right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Was it? Yeah. Yeah. But no, I see what you're saying. Jazzy Fizzle in the house. What is up, Jazzy? Thank you for coming through, man. Hope you're doing well. Low Key in the house. The Collector. Sup, my guy? Sorry I couldn't make it tonight. Headed out to dinner. Yeah, no worries, man. Catch the replay. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming through and at least stopping by saying what's up. Enjoy dinner, man. Enjoy your dinner. I know you always do good out there. So let's see what fancy schnazzy restaurant you're going to eat at later on. Let's see here. We've got Figure Craft Philly Z in the house. What is up, Philly, my guy? So good evening, fellas. Robert, my guy. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for coming through, Philly. Yeah, Clint Martin's confirming here. Sabine has double jointed elbows. Philly, yeah, just realized Enoch is a direct ripoff from Gladiator, the one bad guy with the tigers. Yeah, exactly. That's the one I was referring to. That same guy with that gold tiger mask. That's what I thought of when I first saw him. I think others had mentioned that as well. But yeah, I which I liked. It's kind of cool, kind of mixture of costume designs and kind of mythologies, if you want to call it mythologies. Oh, looks like we lost Robert. Well, hopefully he's able to jump back in. Just let me know if you guys see him pop back in. I'll keep an eye out here in the chat as well. All right. Okay, going on to the next figure here, trying to go through these because, like I said, we got a lot still on releases. Next up, we have the infamous one himself, Savvy. We got Jack Sparrow from Dead Men Tell No Tales. Pirates of the Caribbean, of course. So this one, quite a few additions out there of variants that you can get. Let's see here, make sure. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm keeping an eye on Robert FeelDaBurn, make sure I don't miss him if he comes in. Okay, so there's a collector edition, a deluxe, and of course the Artisan. I'm sure you're all familiar with the Artisan. Just to kind of reiterate, so the collector edition was $290, deluxe was $330 USD, and the Artisan was $485 USD. The Artisan, last I checked, well, when it first came out, was sold out, limited to 4,000. On Sideshow, the collector edition was also sold out, but the deluxe, interestingly enough, was 300. The one that's 330 USD. That was still available. I don't know. Again, that was a couple of days ago. So, and I'll explain here the differences between the three. I'll kind of reiterate to remind everyone what the differences are. But yeah, that was kind of interesting that the deluxe was still available on Sideshow there. But of course, you shop around, there may be the collector edition may be available at other places as well. Announced March 2024, early, so just like last year, and that was came out rather quick compared to some of the other figures here. So that was kind of interesting here. I think. All right, there we got Robert back. Robert, can you hear us? You there, Robert? All right, I think he's still setting up. I'll give him a minute there. All right, let's see here. So, the blogger photos here goes through all the editions, so I'll scroll through them, but it may be a mix of both. Well, the deluxe and the collector are pretty much the same figure, but the Artisan is obviously going to be the difference. So the deluxe, in comparison to the collector edition, the deluxe comes with that big, I'm already forgetting what it's called, the wheel to steer the ship. What is that called? You guys help me out. I knew what it was, but I forgot. Like the stern? No. What is that? What's the word for that? I'm forgetting. Anyways, it comes with the big wheel, the steering wheel, call it, for the ship, and then some water. I'm forgetting what it's called.
That's all I know is the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel. You got to help me out in the chat here. I'm forgetting what it was called. The helm, X-Men Supreme. What is up? Speaking of, yeah, thank you. The helm, thank you. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well, sir. I know you said you were traveling, so hopefully safe travels and your trip is going well so far. But thank you for stopping by, man, and coming through. So yeah, he comes with the helm. That's the only difference with the deluxe edition. The Artisan comes with the helm as well and that water effect. Then of course, Artisan is going to be all implanted hair. The interesting thing with this though is that the collector and the deluxe have a mix of sculpted dreads and braids, and it also has some implanted wool hair, whereas the Artisan is all implanted wool hair. So I thought this was kind of an interesting approach that Hot Toys took with this figure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the reasoning behind that, other than maybe they were told, I don't know if Disney or someone else instructed them to do that or what. But also the Artisan has the fabric bandana as opposed to the plastic one or the rubber, whatever that material is, in the deluxe and the collector edition. And then the beard braids on all the versions are all sculpted. So the Artisan, the beard braids aren't wool, so don't expect that to be wool when you get it on the beard braids. But yeah, so it's just kind of to go over the differences there between those, in case you guys were wondering, for those of you that weren't familiar. But yeah, this guy comes with a plethora of accessories, man. I'm just loving the options, the different face sculpts. This is, I've mentioned this before about figures that are just a great value. Multiple options. The Batfleck 2.0 is another example of that. It just seems like a great figure all around. Even if you aren't a fan of Pirates of the Caribbean or Johnny Depp, it's just like, as a figure, this just seems like a great value. It's just awesome. Like all the stuff he comes with, man, it's just so awesome. And I'll kind of bring that up again to kind of show you what he comes with, to remind you. But yeah, it's just really cool. This, even if you want like a general pirate, I'm sure you can probably go third party and get like a generic pirate. But even if you just want some sort of pirate character, this is not a bad option to go with here. This looks, it just looks awesome, man. It's just so good. I think, again, the proto, I'll compare the proto and the finals again, like I usually do here with this one as well in a little bit, but I just want to go through some of these blogger photos. Yeah, it's just looks so badass, man. I'm pleased. There are some, again, slight downgrade, and I'll go over what I see as being a downgrade. But overall, I still think they knocked it out of the park in this one. So I'll stop blabbering there for a minute and let hand it over to you guys here. Oh, looks like we lost Robert again. I just noticed. But yeah, Ty, Beam, you guys got anything you want to add or say about this?
I would say, like, because I pre-ordered it. I didn't get the Artisan. I missed out on that. But
Yeah.
like, just looking at what they had to do the Artisans, because again, I saw a couple of video reviews. Like, that's a lot of work. Like, I see why he costs what he costs. Like, to do that with the real hair and the braiding, and like, they put a lot of work in this guy. And
man.
I always wanted a Jack Sparrow and never got a chance to get one. So I'm looking forward to bringing this guy home, because, like you said, even if you're not really into the movies, which I do like the movies, you know, I don't care about Johnny Depp, but he, like, this is just a great looking figure. Like, he's gonna stand out on anybody's shelf. You know, he's gonna catch your eye no matter what. And you know, I like having cool figures too. You know, so
my man. Yep, right there with you, man. Right there with you. Yeah, just the details. You're like, even like, look at the let me zoom in here on his, like, this blue shirt. Look at, like, the designs on his shirt right here, like these little intricate details. That's just so awesome, man. I always appreciate stuff like that. Yeah, look at, like, the skulls on his belt buckle. Yeah, that's just so badass. It's just so good. I'm sure that I haven't actually compared every single, like, accoutrement or, like, detail or Johnny Depp accessory to the movie, but yeah, either way, even if it's not a one for one match, it still looks badass, man. This looks awesome.
I've seen some people nitpick about it, and I'm like, are you kidding? Like, just the craftsmanship that has to go into this, like, all this intricate stuff. Like, this has to be one of the most intricate figures out there.
I agree.
Know, I mean, his hair alone, you know.
Yeah, look, so much going on with his hair, man.
Amazing. Like, he's an amazing figure.
Yeah, and just like the different hand gestures, hand expressions. One thing I will say, going back to I forgot to mention, on not only, you know, does it have some, even with the collector and the deluxe edition, there's some wool implantation there. And the hair, he comes with 2 genuine leather belts and leather boots. I mean, that's crazy. This is like a non-artisan figure. Well, obviously the artisans comes with that as well, but even for the collector and the deluxe, you know, some of these, we've been seeing Hot Toys come with some of the stuff. They're starting to implement wool here and there. I mean, leather in some of their clothing, and then other times they're still sticking with pleather, which you know, it again, slowly but surely, right? They're making these improvements. You know, I remember a while ago you know, most of the figures didn't come with movable eyes. Now almost every one of them's come with movable eyes. So it seems like Hot Toys is slowly progressing and adding those additional touches, like wool clothing, to their figures, and so it's getting up there. But you know, obviously it would have been nice if all the stuff that should be leather was leather on this figure, but at least it's something, right? Leather belts, leather boots. There's another belt he has that says it's gator skin, leather-like. His patterned shoulder band is also leather-like. So there's some things that are kind of, they're not legit leather, but still, man, it's just, the stuff that they're adding in there. And I agree, it would be nice if everything was leather, but obviously that's going to also drive up the cost. And so, it's just crazy, man. Again, this is a unique, interesting release that Hot Toys is doing. It's just like, you know, why, for me, I was like, I personally don't need the Artisan. I'm cool with just the deluxe, or I could have been fine with the collector, but I was like, you know, I like that base. There's options. I think you can remove the helm and just have the water, and not have like the helm and the water. So there's, again, so many options. I was like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need Artisan. This deluxe is good enough for me. And again, which is why it's kind of interesting to me that that's still available. Last I looked on Sideshow, and that wasn't also sold out, just like the collector and the Artisan. So yeah, a lot of accessories, man. Robert or Beam? Wait, did Robert come back? No, Robert's still out. Beam, you want anything else you want to add, or are you good?
Oh no, I'm totally getting the Artisan of this one. I was able
Are
to
you?
snag
Nice.
that one, and totally looking forward to when he gets here. So. But yeah, you were saying those deluxe versions still available. So I mean, even the sculpted looks good. I know Loco Lou has the sculpted, and he says that looks phenomenal. So.
Oh, that's right.
I
He
think
got that recently. Yeah, shout out to Local Lou. That's right. Yeah. I remember him. He mentioned it on a collector's figure. Yeah. That's right. But yeah, man. Whoever else was able to snag the Artisan, congrats to you guys. And I will do a comparison also. I got some photos of the DX15, the previous Jack Sparrow. So we'll look at those real quick just for comparison. Also compare those face sculpts. But yeah, again, the two interchangeable face sculpt, the kind of smirking one and the serious looking one. So this is the helm and water effect I was talking about here. So I believe you can remove the helm and just have the water effect if you want, like the water on the rocks, which is also cool that they allow you to do that. Let me see here. Let me add Robert, FeelDaBurn.
Hello?
Robert, can you hear us? You there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. I like lost signal or something.
Oh, yeah. Technology, man. It happens. No worries.
Mhm.
It happens too. It's pretty common, so it's all good, man. We're on Jack Sparrow here. Do you got any thoughts or comments on Jack Sparrow?
It's a pretty nice looking figure. Definitely not in my realm, but I have watched like, how many movies are there? I think I watched like the first four, and then
there's
after that I like
5
stopped.
movies.
Because isn't there
Five,
like
right?
one with like
5 movies.
Selma Hayek or something?
Penelope Cruz.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
is Selma- come
my
on.
bad. My bad.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is she in one? Penelope Cruz for sure. I don't know. Is there's Selma Hayek's not in one, right, guys?
No.
No. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. You had me thinking there, but yeah. Yeah. All right. I see what you're saying, Robert. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, overall, it's a really nice piece. Yeah, I'm trying to be very selective with Artisans these days.
Yeah.
I only have like 2 on pre-order, the Harley Quinn, and then I got the Moon Knight. So
Nice.
I'm trying to be good this year.
Yeah. It's hard though, right? It's hard.
It's really hard. Oh.
Yeah. It sounds like you're doing a good job so far, though. If you were able to pass on this one, because
Well, Caustic Plastic may be kicking my ass this year. So.
Oh yeah. We have yet to see what they come out with. Yeah, now Blitzweight's coming out with some stuff too.
Yeah, I think they're about to. They have approved the license for Frankenstein, so I'm really excited about that. I already pre-ordered their Phantom of the Opera with like the organ and everything. So.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's the Universal Monsters Frankenstein, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Curious to see what that looks like. But yeah. So Jack Sparrow, Dead Man Tell No Tales. Let me bring this. Let me show this here real quick while I go through the chat. So like I mentioned, just to kind of show you again, I'm sure you all are probably aware. For those of you that are not, though, this is all the accessories here that this comes with, and here's the Artisan edition, but minus the wool hair. That's what you get with the deluxe, is that helm and the water effect piece, and then you take out this everything here in the top part in the red. This is everything below that is what comes with the collector edition. But let me get through the chat here. Don't want to forget about you guys. X-Man Supreme saying this is a proper Artisan right here. They did that damn thing with this one. Yeah, they did, man. Yeah, I agree. This is, it looks great. Except for the hat. Oh, had to throw an except there. Hat's too big. I personally think it looks fine. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because in my head, he's always like, the hat just seems like an exaggerated part of him. So maybe I'm like okay with it. But yeah, I didn't notice it. But yeah, maybe you're like you're doing the comparison. You know him probably better than I do. Yeah, X-Man is just he's just confirming, like, look at that pose. Yeah, man, I'm with you right there. This one's coming home too. Blue Tattoo also, Captain Jack is a must get. Yeah, the Fartisan too. Yeah. So I take it Blue Tattoo got the Fartisan as well. And X-Men Supreme's confirming, yeah, the wheel just sits on top of the deck boards. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I thought that was the case too. I've seen some photos without it, and so that's good. I'm all about the options, man.
And to everybody in the chat, that was saying hello to me. I'm sorry. Hello. Sorry, I had technical issues. So, yeah, I'm back.
There you go. He's back, General. He's back. Yeah, yeah. If you have to reset for whatever reason, again, no worries. Just do your thing, and I'll bring you back in when you're ready.
Yeah, I
it happens,
switched
man.
phone, so yeah.
Yep, I've been through my issues as well. Everyone here who's seen it, I've had my issues here, as we all have. X-Men Supreme saying, yeah, Caustic Plastic are about to shove their fists into my pockets with that Labyrinth line. Yep, Labyrinth, Conan, right? What was the other one? There was another one they mentioned. Was the Crow? Oh yeah, the Crow. Yeah, I keep saying no, but I love Labyrinth so much. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, man. This year, I'm telling you, a lot of things to look forward to, and some things that we're not expecting either. I'm pretty sure we're gonna come out with some surprises. We're like, oh damn, yeah, it's gonna get harder. It's gonna get harder. Hang in there, fellas. Hang in there. Collectors, I should say. Let me see here. Robert Eggers, movie canon said Robert Eggers making a guy who did the new Nosferatu movie. Is he talking about? They're probably talking about a movie or a show. I don't know what they're referring to here, or a figure. Let's see here.
I think there was the Labyrinth movie, right?
Oh, is it that what it is? Oh, okay.
No,
I think I missed
that.
Yeah,
because it's getting remade. The Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you think Labyrinth's getting remade? Okay. By Robert Eggers, yeah. Oh man.
No.
Of course they're eventually, all these, just like Hot Toys, right? How they do these 2.0s and sometimes reissues. Of course, Hollywood's they've been doing that, right? Reissues, 2.0s, remakes, yeah, making that easy money for them. All right, so I mentioned here all the accessories, a couple of pistols, swords, sword, knife, his compass, the black pearl in the bottle. Quite a few hands, and so let me go through here and compare. Let's look at the let's take a look back at the other Jack Sparrows here. Oh, first, real quick, let me show you here the proto and the final here. So we're gonna look at both face sculpts or head sculpts here. So we got the smirking here. I think for the most part, like I mentioned, it's pretty close. I think it's kind of hard to see here, but the skin texture, it's a little softer on the final as it as it usually is, and also the detail on his facial hair is not there as much in the final as well, but that's kind of usually the case, right? You can kind of see a little more like of the whites or the grays in his facial hair in the proto, and then not so much in the final. It's just kind of from what I can see. Maybe it is there in hand, but just based on these photos, they don't look like it's not quite 100% in the final. But it still looks good. Like I said, don't get me wrong; those are just minor nitpicks. And here's the serious face. Again, similar nitpicks in my opinion. It's just the facial hair detail and the texture and the skin. You kind of really have to zoom in. So it seems a little more prominent here on the left in the proto, but that, I don't know, maybe in the final it's the lighting that kind of washes it out or makes it soft. I don't know. Again, it's the lighting, right? It's the lighting. So it's just comparing those two there. All right. So then here's the DX15. This was the previous Jack Sparrow, also from Dead Men Tell No Tales, released in 2018. And you can kind of, I didn't do like a side-by-side of the previous ones just because there wasn't enough room, and I wanted to make sure I made these big enough so you guys can see them. But I don't know, I'll have to say the serious face on the DX15 probably looks a little bit better than the serious one here. I don't know, what do you guys think?
I don't know. I kind of like the prototype a little bit better.
Oh, on the newer version?
Yeah, it looks more. I mean, they both look like Johnny Depp, but the proto looks more like Johnny Depp to me, in my eyes. So.
Yeah, I do see. Yeah, I would say I agree with that. I think it's like yeah, because it might be. Damn, it's kind of close.
To me, it's two different faces. I mean, it's the same stoic. Like, it's like two different faces to me. So it's.
Oh, you think so?
To me, it looks like two different expressions. So, well, the newer one's a little bit more relaxed, and the DX15 is an angry face. So
a little more angry, yeah. Oh,
definitely.
I can kind of like it might be the angle in the eyes too. I don't know.
It could be.
But I know there's some videos out there that are doing a comparison. So if you guys want an actual video comparison, I'm sure those are out there as well. I haven't seen them yet, but I kind of see some like thumbnails, so I know they're out there. But these are kind of more like still photos. Yeah, the one on the right though, the smirking sculpt, I think that it's better on the newer one, to me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one seems more just like Jack Sparrow here, the smirking, kind of smiling laugh, or the smiling sculpt compared to this one. This one on the right, I kind of see, if you put glasses on him, I want to say that would be P-Rock. That would be P-Rock right there, yeah. That kind of reminds me of P-Rock, yeah. I don't know, P-Rock, what do you think if you're catching this on the replay? I don't know. Someone needs to Photoshop sunglasses or, sunglasses on the DX15. Yeah, I could kind of see a hint of P-Rock there.
Well, I got the DX06. So I'm going to end up having 2 wheels for no reason, but... So I already have
there was
the
another one.
DX06, yeah.
I completely missed that one. Yeah, I didn't go back that far. Yeah, I completely forgot about that one. Man. Whoops. Well, there you guys. You guys know now there's another one, DX06. Take a look at that one.
I want to say there was one before that too, but I don't think it was DX.
Oh, okay.
It could be wrong.
It was a while ago.
But do you guys like the smirking better, or the just plain face better?
I personally like the smirking one. To me, this is kind of more like Jack Sparrow.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But I
don't know. Like,
again, I do like the option.
All the time I see him, he's drunk. So in my mind, it's like, yeah, I don't need no smiling or nothing. Just give him a day's look and he's good to go. Wow.
So for you, it would be this. This is the look you would go with if you were to get him.
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. Yeah. I would definitely use the sculpt occasionally as well. But I think for me, the primary one would be this one here, the smiling, smirking one. I don't know. It's just in my head. That's just what I see Jack Sparrow's. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Like when he's kind of like, obviously with the times when he's pissed or frustrated or whatever, he kind of has a more serious, stern look. But either way, I do like the fact that they gave you those 2 options, both options to do that. And then also going back to the DX15, I would probably say the newer one is probably a little bit better, but not too much, right? I don't think it's like a significant, in my opinion, a significant improvement where you would need to go out and buy this new one. But hey, if you're a fan of Jack Sparrow and you want all the Sparrows, like people want all the Vaders or all the Lukes, then to each their own. Do your thing. Have your shelf of Jacks. But I can kind of see where those of you who are deciding like, I don't know, I think I might be good with DX15. I don't blame you. Is all I'm getting at. I'd be happy with that one too if I had that one, but I don't have any of the Jack Sparrows. So, yeah, it's still a good looking figure. Another thing too, is that I think I have the photo here. The accessories too. Yeah, here we go. So this is for the DX15, sticking with the DX15. The accessories are kind of similar. You have the dagger or the knife and the sword, the liquor bottle, the black pearl in the bottle. He has less hands though compared to this new one. This latest one. I'm already forgetting what is it. The DX something or other. This the latest one that just came out. Less hands, and the dial is different. The dial in this DX15 is more like a cannon over water, and there's a shark coming out of it, a smaller shark, and this the black pearl flag, I believe it is, or just like the skull and crossbones flag. But that's all to kind of just to show you, for those of you who are interested in getting a Jack Sparrow and don't want the new one, or maybe you're holding out to see if somebody sells their DX15 version. It's kind of just to compare to show you, for those of you who are looking. And of course, there's the other ones as well, but those are probably going to be a little more outdated, obviously, because they're like much older. And this one is outdated as well, but those are more so, obviously. So just kind of something to think about if you're looking for a Jack Sparrow, you're interested in getting one, you don't have any of them, and you haven't pre-ordered this latest one. You got options within options, man. Love it. All right. Let's see here. Going back to the chat. X-Man saying Jack and Deadpool are about to have so many adventures. Yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing those pictures that you're going to be putting up when you get those in. Let's see here. So sorry if I'm missing some of your chats here. There's you guys are active there, which I love. I love seeing. Keep it going. I just won't be able to get through all the chats here. X-Man Supreme saying, I think I'll use the smirking portrait more, but I love both of them so much. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one as well. They would go the smirking one. Let's see here. And Blue saying, to be honest, I don't like the sculpts. I hope they're better in hand. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't think I've heard anyone with that take, but yeah, man. Hopefully they look better for you when you get yours in hand, and you're not disappointed with them. That always sucks when you're looking forward to a figure, and you're excited and you get it, and it's just like, oh, it doesn't live up to your expectations when you get it in person. So yeah, yeah, man. Hopefully that comes through. That comes out looking good for you, Blue. All right. Anyone else got any thoughts on just the DX15 or the new Jack or anything else on Jack Sparrow?
Why do you think they never made an Orlando Bloom? I'm curious.
Yeah, I think you mean like remade, because they made Keira Knightley way back in I forgot what year. I'm forgetting her name in the show. Elizabeth, I think it was Elizabeth. Yep. Orlando Bloom. Did they make him as well?
I don't remember. I know they did a South Bang and they did a Davy Jones.
Yeah,
and that was about it.
Will Turner, right? That was his name, Will Turner.
Yeah, Will Turner.
Yeah. To answer your question, I don't know. Probably the main guess would be licensing. I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't get their likeness rights again. I don't know. That's just my guess. But that, or they didn't think they would sell based on their previous experiences. But that was like a long ass time ago. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have a thought on why they didn't do that?
No, I'm just curious. Cause I would think he was a co-star in the movie, so I would think like they would make a figure for him too, and so is Keira Knightley too. So I just well, I mean, sure, you may not sell as much, but hey, there's people who still want to collect all the the characters.
Right.
Those are big characters right there. They're not just throw away.
They do have one from the third film.
Do they? Okay, yeah, I thought they did. I wasn't sure though, but I thought I remember seeing him. Yeah, but they haven't made him since then. Davy Jones also is one that I'm looking forward to. Man, that's another one I would get for sure if they 2.0'd that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one still looks good. Yeah, so you would think they would, especially like spoilers. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear spoilers from the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I'll put my thumbs up when I'm done with my spoilers. But mute me or cover yours or whatever. Take your AirPods out. But yeah, at the end of the fifth, I think it was this one here, right? The fifth movie where, he comes back, Will Turner, right? And he visits because now he takes Davy Jones's place, and he comes back every so often, and they have a kid. Him and Keira Knightley have the kid, right? So you would think they would have done them, or maybe they're waiting till they do the next movie. I don't know. We shall see. All right, all done with my spoilers. So yeah, maybe we'll see how that goes. All right, going on to the next figure here. Let's see, going through, we got still with the releases. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a lot. I was behind. We have the Hono Spider-Man, which now we know is for sure, which was a Hono's. I want to say probably like a company under Hot Toys that, when we first came out, we weren't sure if they were like a separate company or how they were affiliated or what, but like now, having got a couple, they come in a Hot Toys box, so they're definitely part of Hot Toys. They what is a subsidiary or just like another line, probably maybe like the opposite end of Artisan, right? You have your Artisan, you have your Hono, so maybe that's how they set it up, but definitely a part of Hot Toys. So yeah, this is the symbiote Spider-Man, Hono, however you want to say it, 175 USD. This was announced June of 2024, so another one that came out not that long ago, or that was announced not that long ago, so it was pretty soon. Height just under 12 inches, so I thought he would be about 12 inches, but for those of you that are curious, he's just like shy. I mean, maybe you can call me 12 inches because he's just under there. It's like 11.8, so it's not that far off. Doesn't come with much like the other similar Hono figures. To a pair of swappable eyes, a pair of fists, 2 pairs of hands, and bendable web strings. I know that's the main thing that a lot of people were surprised on. This was the bendable webs. Most likely has a wire in there, and the backpack is a web backpack. This one still readily available. When I looked, I guess a lot of people didn't jump out, and I know the biggest thing on this one was the price compared to other Hono figures, which were going like around 160, 165 USD. This one, for some reason, it went up to 175. I know Iron Man was more. I think he was, I'm trying to go like somewhere 200 plus. But you know, I gave my thoughts on why that was. We can go back and check that stream where I discussed that. I'll put a link in the description below after the fact if I remember. But yeah, I think that was so far the highest price Hono, but it's an Iron Man, so I personally understand. But this one, yeah, I'm not sure why this one's a little higher than the previous ones. That was kind of interesting to me on that price. I'm passing on this one because I got the black suit from the Spider-Man 2 game.
Yeah.
And I think if I had known about this one before I pre-ordered that one, I probably would have got this one instead, just because of I feel like it would have better range of motion and the articulation and just the fabric. Personally, I know I'd be missing out on more of the accessories, but I don't know. Obviously the price too. I always say, you know, when we talk about options with figures and from different companies, price is a big factor as well. I could save some money. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love that black suit Spider-Man from the PS2 game, but yeah, I don't know. I think I probably would have went with this one. I don't know. I may have still kept it. I'm not sure. You know, it's one of those what if questions, but because I already have that one, I decided to pass on this one. But I'll turn it over to you guys. And you guys got any thoughts on this Hono Spider-Man?
The only thing I would want on this figure is probably the hands, because I do have the black suit from the Spider-Man 2 game, and I would just like to switch out the hands to make it more comic accurate, because in the comics, you know, his backhand is like white, and then you know it shoots web from like the top of his wrist instead of like underneath. So
Yeah,
that's the only thing I would probably want. But yeah, this is too expensive for something with like hardly nothing to go with it. So
yeah,
I hope it's not a trend that's going to go on with all the other Hono stuff, because I like to collect the Marvel comic lines. I don't usually collect like the movie lines, but yeah, I hope this is not going the trajectory of raising prices. You know, it's like you're not working with any likenesses, so what the hell?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I pass on this.
You're definitely not alone in that one. I think, and myself included, I was kind of curious on the price. Well, yeah, I couldn't see a good reason why they would have charged what they did. I don't know. I guess the only thing I could think of was just a unique body compared to the other figures. Obviously, he's different from Wolverine, but I would think that the Wolverine body would be more expensive than this one, because it seems like it's jointed underneath the suit, so it's not seamless. I could be wrong. Obviously, I don't have this in hand, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe the kind of a specialized body specifically for Spider-Man figures that they're going to be using is possibly what it could be, but yeah, I don't know. You guys got any thoughts, Beam or Ty? Oh, there's Ty.
My computer crashed.
Oh man,
like everything got quiet.
First Robert and Ty.
I know. I'm like, wait, what the hell happened? What the hell just happened?
That's what happened to me. It's just all of a sudden went quiet. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like boop. With this, this guy, he looks pretty cool, but again, you know, I got other figures that I'm looking at, so I mean, he looks like he would really articulate very well. I like that aspect of it. You know, I mean, it's just he kind of looks like he's in his jammies. But, I still like him though, because he reminds me of the first time I ever saw Spider-Man in the black suit, you know, in the symbiote suit. So it brings back some nice memories from way back in the day.
Yeah, going way back. The Secret Wars cover, right?
Way back.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Which I think this one actually comes with also. I remember trying to think back to the proto photos. You know, the Hono figures, they all have that. For those of you that aren't familiar, the Hono figures come with the display stand that you can put a comic. You can put a comic book cover like in a clear plastic case. I mean, it's kind of cheaply made. I agree with other people who have said it's kind of like thin plastic, but it is kind of like a display case type of thing. But they do give you a image of a comic book in the box that you have to cut out that you can actually use if you want temporarily or if you already have a comic book or a legit comic, Secret Wars comic that you have loose for whatever reason with the black suit. 'Cause I think those are pretty valuable. But if you have an extra one or just like a reprint or something, you can put that in there as well. So yeah, for those that aren't familiar, I think the only ones I have so far, Wolverine. I'm trying to think what else. I feel like I'm missing another Hono figure that was released. Was it Wolverine? The 2 Wolverines and who else?
Wolverines.
Is that so far?
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
3 Wolverines, the Magneto, the Iron Man.
Magneto's announced. The
Right.
Iron Man's announced.
Oh,
But, like,
oh,
that actually
the ones that
released
were
with-
released. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh, no worries. Yeah. It was just the 2 Wolverines though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Wolverines in this
Okay.
one.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. So just going off of those, it just kind of seemed. Those Wolverines are awesome. Yeah, like I have them. I got them both, the brown and the tiger stripe. So, yeah. Hopefully, I know people were like, "Where the hell is Thor?" I know he was.
I saw
one
a
of the
video
first
with
ones
him in
announced.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Thor.
Yeah, I saw a video recently where they showed the other ones and they showed Thor. Like he looks good.
With the updated sculpt or something like that, right? Didn't they update something on him?
I don't know about all that, but I know he looked
No,
looked good. The one I saw.
Okay. Yeah.
I
Gotcha.
really hope they update that sculpt because I am not a fan of that sculpt at all.
No, Thor's
It's just plain
sculpt.
ugly. Ugly. I've seen customs of like rooted hair like Thor's. I'd rather
Yeah.
have that than what they were trying
Than
to
what they're
sell.
offering.
So I
Oh,
hope
man.
they're going back to the drawing board.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't one I was planning on picking up, so I didn't really pay that close attention. But from the glance that I've seen, he looked fine. I mean, based like you were saying, the comic book. But like I said, I'm not that big a Thor fan, so maybe I'm just I'm not recalling correctly what he looked like. So hopefully he comes through for you Thor fans out there. I know there's some Thor fans out there who are Thorfins who are looking forward to that figure.
Orphans.
So. Yeah.
All right, I see what you did there.
Yeah. All right. Let me address the chat here. Go back to the chat. Let's see here. What do we got? Going back to Pirates here. X-Men saying Barbosa would be cool. Yeah, I know some of us are waiting on Barbosa. I don't. Did they ever make him as well, or a third party? They did a third party, right?
Third party Barbosa. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah,
don't know
don't you have that beam, or didn't you have it?
I do have that Barbosa. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, yeah. I did get that was it Blackbeard, that third party Blackbeard that was
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I forgot about
that yeah, I got that one in pre-order because that looked badass. Yeah, I wanted
I still need
so
to
I
try to
picked
snag him somewhere. I don't
picked
remember.
that one up. Blue Tattoos confirming, yeah, they did make a wheel a long time ago, the MMS 56. Way back in the day. Wow. 56, and we're like in the almost
2008.
800s now.
Yep.
2008. Damn. Well, there you go. Let's see here. Where are we at? X-Men Supreme saying, I wish there was a better way to do hands like this so that he didn't look like the old Mego figures. Which I'm not familiar with those, the Mego figures. You guys have to enlighten me. Which ones? What are the Mego figures?
They're
You guys
very
know?
plain looking, but they're
okay.
I think they're 7-inch figures.
Oh, okay,
But
gotcha.
they are like it's cloth. It's very cheap looking. So,
Clint Martin saying the hands kill me in this. They just don't match the suit. I get it, but damn. Yeah, I was kind of noticing that too. But when I was putting this stream together, but I don't know how else couldn't they do it. Obviously, they can try to put fabric on each of those hands, but it would. I take it would be hard to like stitch and then removing and replacing those hands. They might get nicked or the strings might fray or something. I don't know. I feel like there'd be a lot of issues. So I don't know how else you can implement that though, to make the hands the same material as the suit without having issues in the future. So yeah, I mean, I get it too. It's just obviously the look's gonna be off. But yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll figure out something in the future for their other figures. X-Men also agrees it is truly overpriced. The Wolverines are also much better and cost less. And saying, yeah, man, I'm right there with you. I just don't get it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Don't get it. There has to be something going on there, something that we're not aware of in that Hot Toys office, those office meetings. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. He's saying, whoa, that new Rogue PF from Sideshow, though. I think I did see some photos of those, and it was looking pretty good, man. I didn't look at it closely, but some of the quick photos I did see of that looks pretty nice. Very nice. Let's see here. Figurecraft Philly Z saying, if you would have a bit of a bluish hue and maybe a silkier texture, I would have been 100% in. Yeah, speaking of a bluish hue, the next figure here has that as well, which I'm guessing you probably picked up, Philly, so we'll see. Let's see here. The Spidey Blues Tattoo saying the Spider reminds me of a figure from the 70s with his cloth body and big-ass head. Yeah, I think I heard you mention that before.
Like Amigo figure. Yep.
Yeah, like Amigo figure. Tijuana Mike in the house, a.k.a. King Churro, says Mego was our Hot Toys in the 70s. Oh, okay, that's what those were called. Okay, gotcha. I guess that's what they kind of looked like, similar to this. All right, so anyone else got any thoughts, any other thoughts on Hono Spider-Man?
Not on Spider-Man, but... Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was just saying I wasn't getting it. Nope. No, thank you.
Me either.
Yes. Yeah, I'll stay. I will say though, just reminded me. Speaking of the Wolverines, I think that Hono / Hot Toys are going to do the same approach they do with Wolverine, where they have variants already of the Wolverines. I think they're going to start coming out with some variants of Spider-Man. This is obviously their first Spider-Man for Hono, so I want to say that they're going to do some more. Right? They have the body now, and they're probably going to. Maybe they'll improve now. They're listening to a lot of criticism, and they improve on these other figures. So maybe we'll see some other comic-based variants of Spider-Man. I mean, you know how Hot Toys is, so I'm pretty sure they're going to probably have either some exclusives, some variants along the way. They're going to, same with the Iron Man, right? The Iron Man, like I was saying on when we talked about that figure, they're probably going to do variants of that one, like Stealth Suit and Silver Centurion or things like that. Again, similar like what they're doing with Wolverine or Logan. So if you pass on this one, maybe there's another one in the future, another Spider-Man suit you like that they might come out with. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, going on here. Speaking of the bluish suit that Figurecraft was mentioning, next up on the list of releases, I think it's the last one of the releases, we got Miles Morales from Across the Spider-Verse. Man, this one I was really excited for, looking forward to, because I wanted, like others, I got the Into the Spider-Verse Miles, great figure, one of my favorites. Again, talking about a great figure all around, even if you didn't like either the movie or the character, that's just, as a figure, it's just a great value figure overall. So many options, and I was thinking about getting two, but I held off, thinking that they're probably most likely come out with one from Across the Spider-Verse, and I can use that as either my Miles' civilian clothes or the one in the suit. Either way, I definitely got this one, so now I'm going to have two that I'm looking for, and they have slightly different looks too. So that that problem just solved itself basically. Mm-hmm. So Miles Across the Spider-Verse, like I was saying, $290 USD, announced May 2023. So this one was another long one that took a while to come out. Kind of similar to, speaking of Into the Spider-Verse Miles, I think from what I remember, that one took a while to come out too, even to the point where I think some people, when I was watching some of the streams back then, people in the community and in the chats, I think we're talking about canceling just because it had been so long, and people are like, you know what, I'm going to cancel it. Mm-hmm. And kind of like what you were talking about earlier, Ty, about some of those, the Sabine, I think, where like it just been so long, out of sight, out of mind, you forget. Mm-hmm. Either you don't pre-order it, or you just cancel it just because it's been so long and your taste change or your focus changes. Yep. But then when that figure came out, as we all know, the rest is history. It ended up being a lot of people's figure of the year. This is referring to the Into the Spider-Verse one. Almost consensus, unanimous, everyone was saying how great it is. I don't even think I've heard anyone, granted I don't listen to like every person's stream or like everyone, like all the the YouTubers out there in the 6scale community, but all the people that I'm aware of, they've only praised the Into the Spider-Verse version. And so I expect that to carry on with this figure. I don't see why it wouldn't. But it kind of similar again, that it was announced May 2023. People may have slept on it or just were waiting, or they just, for whatever reason, their focus changed and they didn't get it. So I did look again. This is another one sold out almost everywhere. So hopefully for those of you who wanted this, got it and put your pre-orders in. And when I say almost everywhere, I looked at all the reliable sites that I usually go to that people are aware of in the community, all the US based ones that I was familiar with. The only one that I saw that still had it a couple of days ago was Pop Culture. Again, if all else fails, Pop Culture, again, that's because they usually takes a while for you to get it from them, but if nothing else, they're usually if everyone else is sold out, they usually still have it. So they had it, and that was the case a couple of days ago. So if you're still wanting this and you haven't picked it up yet, I would go check there ASAP, because yeah, like I said, it was pretty much already sold out, or pre-orders are sold out at other places as well. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, great looking figure already all around. Let me go through some of the photos. Like I said, one of the things that stood out was that bluish. It has like a metallic bluish underlayer with a transparent kind of what do you call that? Like a netted type of mesh overlay in his suit. Let's see, what do they say here? What do they call it? Yeah, I can't. Let's see. I wrote it in here somewhere. Translucent fabric with metallic underlayer, so you can kind of see that some of that bluish hue coming through, which is awesome, which I like. And then one of the things that made that figure great, the Into the Spider-Verse, was the articulation, and you can kind of see that kind of carries over here. Look at this, man. Look how far his shoulders can kind of fold back. Yeah, this just looks like another fun figure. But I'll pause there and turn it over to you guys. Save some meat on the bone for you guys. What do you any thoughts on this one? And is anyone picking it up?
I missed out on
gone
the
before
pre-order.
we're all talking.
Yeah.
I missed out on the pre-order.
Same.
I'm not.
Oh no.
I have the Spider-Verse Miles, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I'll be honest, I like the first movie better than the second movie. So
I'm with you, man. I agree.
So I'm glad I have that Miles. I'm not too worried about this guy. I mean, he looks good, but I'm okay with missing out.
Gotcha. No, that's fair. Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good point also that I didn't throw in there. Like, yeah, if you just want one Miles, and you have the Into the Spider-Verse Miles, that's totally fair. That is like we've all said. I'm sure you've in the community you've heard it. That's a great figure, and you can't go wrong with having that one. For those, I was just saying, for those who wanted two different ones, right? If you're going to get two anyways, then this could obviously be your second one. But some people may have just snagged two of the Into the Spider-Verse.
I'd rather have two of those.
Oh, really? You would want
to be honest? I'd rather have two of those and just dress them up differently than this guy. Nothing against this guy, but I like that movie more. Like, I love that movie.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely with you. Yeah. For me, I guess it would probably have been more like if I had a choice to get two slightly different figures as opposed to two the exact same, then I think I'd probably prefer the former, like going like a slightly different. Hence why I waited for this one. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's totally fair, man. That's still a good grab if you got two of those. It's definitely a great figure to have to begin with. But yeah, I noticed again they didn't get the rights to the Nikes, so these are probably like Schnikes Air Gordons or something. Air Force 2s. Yeah. Yeah, but they didn't have the logo. But Robert, Beam, got any thoughts on this guy?
Beam, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Again, this looks just as fantastic as the first iteration. I was hoping to get it, but I just they were always paying off other stuff at the time, and just now everything's coming out and
right
beating up our wallets, so it just kind of fell to the wayside. So. It is what it is.
Are you still going to try to pick them up, like hopefully down the line or something, or
maybe?
Okay, yeah. One of those that happens when it happens.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
There's the fake Jordans.
Yeah, the Schnikes, yeah, the Nikes,
The
the
K's.
K's, yeah. Yeah. Robert, any thoughts on this? Are you picking this guy up?
No. I like him in his street clothes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the suit. I'm more
Gotcha.
of a traditional, like, red on the shoulders, and and that's why I was kind of looking in the market for the Miles Morales from the first Spider-Man game. Well, no,
Gotcha.
from his own game. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hmm.
I see.
I want to get that suit because I already have the classic suit Spider-Man from the first game. So if I get that one, that will be more aesthetically to match him. But yeah, as far as this one, street clothes is fire. The suit,
Yeah.
no, I ain't
Mhm.
playing.
No, you don't feel that one. You're not feeling that
No,
one.
I'm not feeling it. No.
Yeah, he looks good there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
He looks
That's-
really good.
yeah. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get to for this reason, to have one in street clothes, and then one, like I said, in like his Spider-Man suit, like as an actual uniform. But I agree. I think I like the first his suit in the first movie compared to this one. Although, yeah, like I said, I do like the blue, but yeah, again, it's just having options. It's just awesome.
His
Awesome,
eyes
man.
are so big.
His thighs are big. You're saying?
His
Ooh,
eyes.
You think so?
Huge.
Oh, but look at his hips,
accurate.
though.
Accurate, though.
What is happening with his hips?
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
I can't tell you, man. I
How
don't
bearing?
know. Yeah.
This one does resemble more the animation though than the first one.
True.
Oh, you think so?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't done an actual comparison of the photos here. Okay, interesting. So you're saying like the first one? What do you think? You're
Like they
thinking
updated
like
the reshape to make it look more like the animated version.
Oh, you're saying in regards to the body.
Yeah. hmm
Gotcha.
It does
okay,
look
I
more
see.
like the like the film.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like the 2099 one, it just reminded me of a big blue fridge. Just how boxy it is. It's just like
Yeah.
shoulders, just like shoulder pads, like from the 80s and
Yeah,
stuff like
huge. Yeah, huge shoulders. It's wide.
that. And did not give him no ass at all. I'm like, is he
Acetone.
dying? Like, where is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
I wasn't
I
looking
know-
that close. I was
Go
gonna say,
ahead.
but maybe that's accurate to the movie. I don't know.
He's got the disease, no acetol.
Yeah.
He had cakes. Yeah,
Did he?
But-
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was looking, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Y'all can say what.
No acetol.
No ass at all. Rare disease.
That rare
Feel like
disease, man.
What's that one song for the poor animals? In the Arms of an Angel.
Excuse me a moment.
Like, buy him a cheeseburger for just $1. Give him a cheeseburger.
Whoops.
Or
Yeah,
a few.
please. Yeah.
Help him. Just-
They did him dirty. Then you're saying they did him dirty. They've been doing that with some characters though too. Recently, I've heard that they're doing some of the Hot Toys doing some of their figures dirty with the cakes, giving them more like muffins or cupcakes or something.
Yeah, we got to protest then. We can't have that.
Yeah.
Do not lose
Gotta
the
protest.
cakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out on the streets. Let's organize because they got to have their cakes. Come
Sign
on
the
now.
petition. Yeah.
Come on.
Change.org.
Um, Yeah. Change that. Yeah.
Don't deny me my cakes, man. Because I got
Yeah, we all need a
She-Hulk and
dessert.
I was like, what? You know, because She-Hulk looked like she was missing on the cakes too.
Oh.
You know, but she got to
Yeah,
have a little
sign-
something back there. Come on now.
Start that petition.
Yeah, the gamma cakes.
That's a good one. I like that new flavor, gamma cake.
Gamma
green.
cake. Gamma green cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
One thing I forgot to mention that there's a special edition of Miles on Sideshow, so exclusive to Sideshow, and that comes with this kind of half-masked, not really half, but kind of somewhat unmasked head sculpt here, where it shows like lower part of his face. So this here is only exclusive to Sideshow, I believe. I'm sure you can probably get it at some Hong Kong reseller or some China reseller, but in the States, this was exclusive to Sideshow. But yeah, needless to say, needless to say, that was unfortunately sold out there as well. But in case you guys were wondering or looking out for one. All right, let me go to the chat here. Where we got? Oh, we got the legend himself, Trimble. What is up, Dizzle? Thank you for coming through. Hey, people, he says. Can't say long, just wanted to say hi. So, hey, hey, Trimble, thanks for coming through, man. Hope you have a good night, sir. Catch you in the next one. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate that, though, no matter how long it is, even for a second. For anyone that comes through just to say what's up, appreciate that. Hentai for life. Stay safe, y'all. Stay up, hentai. Yeah, pleasant hentai there, Trimble does. Yeah, pleasant hentai. Let's see here. X-Men Supreme saying, pop culture helped me out hardcore when Peacemaker was sold out everywhere else. Yeah, actually, I think I was actually in the same boat. I think when, after the fact, they fixed him, which I'll actually touch on later, but, you know, when Hot Toys did an update, and then he was just like nowhere to be found stateside. I think that was where I ended up getting mine also, was pop culture. So yeah, I'm right there with you, X-Men. They hooked me up also. They had that in there. Same thing with Ryu. I think I got Ryu from them from Iconic Ryu when when he sold out. It was Iconic's first Street Fighter character. Yeah, I think I got mine from there also. Let's see here. X-Men Supreme, you like that? Eric Gordon's, yeah, nice. Let's see here. He's also, X-Men Supreme's also saying he's got the Mego hands too, though. Bummer. So yeah, that one, I don't know. I guess I can kind of see that. Yeah, that looks kind of odd there, but that's because, you know, obviously it's kind of overlapping on the joint, the wrist peg there. So that does look kind of odd. I didn't even catch that until now. Obviously it looks fine with a jacket and like other, with like some of his civilian clothes on, but yeah, I didn't even catch that with the hands, with the ungloved hands. Let's see here. I do like all these photos they have of him kind of like either undressing or dressing. How he
trying to find his cakes.
Yeah, his cakes. Yeah, like, where did I
He's
put
trying
those
to find
things?
them.
Yeah.
I can't go out looking like this.
X-Men disagrees with you here. He's like, oh no, She-Hulk got it. She-Hulk got it.
I told him I found him. You just had to like,
oh, did you?
You know, rework her outfit a little bit, and they're there. You can find them.
I was gonna say maybe they forgot to pack it in the box into email Sideshow and see if they can send you a replacement. You're like, yeah, I got my She-Hulk with no cakes. I think I got a mistake here.
I ordered the one with cakes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Not this one.
Cakes, yeah.
Not She-Hulk. Give me the one with the cakes. Come on.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So that is Miles. Okay, we got through the releases. Anyone else got anything to add on Miles before we go on to the announcements? Finally. All right. I'll take that as a new. Okay, here we go. How are we doing on time? We're getting through about an hour and a half. Okay, we're getting through these pretty quick. All right. Here we go. First of the announcements, and I figured I'd start with the best, in my opinion, so far. This one was just announced the other day, or was it? Yeah, the other day. Went up for pre-order today. Already come and gone, unfortunately. But of course, I'm talking about the Mr. Soldier here. This is Bucky Barnes, their Winter Soldier Artisan Edition. That, like I mentioned, went up for pre-order, and it ended up being $430 USD. Limited to 3,000 total. See, there's 2,000 with the shield and 1,000 without the shield. And this is kind of similar to the approach they took for Black Widow, you know, where she came out with the Iron Man gauntlets. They had 6,000 Artisan Black Widows total. I think it was 4,000 with the Iron Man gauntlets and 2,000 without, which I think to date has been the Artisan with the most, with the highest quantity made so far, which was kind of interesting. So yeah, again, it kind of goes back to Hot Toys and trying to figure out their logic, which is kind of impossible to do unless you
work with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, why they decide to make 6,000 Artisan Black Widows, but only 3,000 Buckies or 2,500 of the other Artisans they made. It's just, yeah, I don't know how they decide these numbers, but it might be part of the licensing deal or negotiations or what have you. I don't know. Whatever goes on there, it just doesn't. Yeah, Doesn't make sense. It seems like the typical number is 2,500 though. That's what I've been saying for special or exclusives or artisans. It seems like the common number, but that could vary. It's not always the case, obviously. But yeah, man, this one overall it looks good. I think definitely. I think the face sculpt could use a little work. I mean, I see most of Sebastian Stan there, but I was telling the guys here in our chat that I see a mix of Johnny Knoxville and Sebastian Stan. There's some photos, some angles where he looks like Johnny Knoxville, and then others where I can see Sebastian Stan. So hopefully that gets improved, but we shall see. I pre-ordered this. I was able to secure one with going in knowing that, hey, this may be what I get, so I'll have to live with that. But congrats to all those who were able to secure one, and sorry for those who missed out. And if you missed out, hopefully you got on the wait list, because yeah, those wait lists, those can come in clutch sometimes. So definitely get on that wait list if you haven't already, because yeah, it's a long time. It's a while before this to come out, so people, things change. People have to cancel for whatever reason sometimes, and you never know. It's worth a shot. So hopefully, good luck to you all who are on that wait list, and hopefully you get one if you're wanting one. See, set to come out Q1 to Q2 of 2026. Typical 12-inch. He's actually a little taller, like 12.2 inches, so 31 centimeters. He's a little taller than your average 6 scale figure. So going over some of the accessories here, I have them here, but just to kind of, for those of you that are just listening, or just kind of using this as a podcast here. So he has, which really stood out to me, 3 metal-like left arms. He comes with 3 interchangeable arms. The caveat, though, is only one is articulated, which is totally fine by me. One is articulated, and 2 of them are fixed. One is in a relaxed position, kind of like almost straight down, and another one is like at a 90-degree bent position. And we'll go through some photos here to show that. But that is just awesome, man. Just like that alone right there is just awesome that Hot Toys added that as an option. The only similarity I can see to that would be the most recent one is Savage Opress, where they gave him that interchangeable robot arm and his regular, his regular arm. That was 2. I think he only came with 2, but this one here, they have 3 interchangeable arms, which is awesome. I know there's been some figures that have interchangeable seamless arms and jointed arms. What is it, Peacemaker, right? Actually, speaking of Peacemaker, didn't he have that? Didn't he come with? I have the figure, and I don't even remember now if he has interchangeable arms.
He's just got.
He's just all seamless.
Yeah, he's all seamless.
Okay. Oh, Thor. That's who had it. Thor from. Yeah. Speaking of Ty, yeah, you just said you just got that right from Love and Thunder, right? Yeah, yep. He has the interchangeable arms with the armor, the chainmail on his arms, and then the
deluxe
arms,
one does. The deluxe one has the arms.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, that's just always awesome when Hot Toys includes that option. So here is the case as well. Genuine leather top and vest. So again, mentioning Hot Toys is kind of implementing that leather on some of their figures. Unfortunately, that's the only place that this thing has leather. But still, I'd take that over pleather any day. 9 hands total, 4 gloved, 5 ungloved. So he has, you can see him here in the bottom right, a plethora of hands. And then the base, similar to the stealth suit Captain America, the strike suit 2.0 that just came out, this similar kind of setup. Obviously this has the Hydra symbol for the Winter Soldier, whereas Cap had the why am I blanking on the agent, the organization, the shield, right? Thank you. Yeah, shield. Both are magnetic though, so just like Stealth Suit 2.0, this one is also magnetic on Bucky, so he has a magnetic base as well. And we'll go through some of those photos here. Again, special edition. There was a special edition I mentioned, and the non-special edition. The special edition has the shield. That was the 2000 with the shield I mentioned. That was the special edition there. And then yeah, typical guns. Most of it is the same as the previous Winter Soldier that came out. And again, I have photos of that. We'll go over that as well for comparison. But yeah, I think the rest of the accessories are the same, except the number of hands I think are more in this one, and then obviously the wool hair for the Artisan, and the base is different. I believe it is. And then yeah, he comes with the shield. So yeah, like I said, I was able to secure this one. Fortunately, I would say overall the queue experience wasn't that bad for me personally. Like I didn't have any issues or anything like that, and I don't think anyone else did. But I'll let these guys speak because I know we were all kind of discussing in the group while this was going on. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to you guys. Anyone else want to share their thoughts on this guy, on Bucky?
I was able to get him, and like you said, it was pretty seamless to get in the queue and get him. I actually had my computer set up, I had my phone set up, so I was ready to go. I did mess up though, because like I got so excited when it put me in the queue, and it was like took me to the page. I just hit purchase, and then I realized afterwards, I was like, wait a minute, is this the one with the shield or not? And I looked, I was like, no, it isn't. And by the time I realized this, I looked at my phone and it was my turn on the phone. So I just I clicked on the special edition. It took me right to it and let me get that too. And so I got them both, and it was a good thing because Philly, Figurecraft couldn't get it.
Yeah.
So he's going to get the other one.
Nice. Yeah. Not only did you fix that mistake, you're able to help somebody else out.
Exactly. I have one question
awesome.
though. In the pictures, does he have a left and right fist? Because I know Hot Toys likes to get a little freaky and not give you both fists.
Let me see.
I don't understand why.
Let me see if I can go through real quick a photo of ungloved.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Fist.
Yep, he's got two fists. Okay. Also, there are some better pictures. It looks like it's from like Secret Base or something like that I saw on Facebook, and they look more like him. Like the lighting's different, and it really does look like him. But because I could send it to you or whatever if you want to put it up there.
Yeah, you can send me the link. I can bring that up here. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. Or let's see. Okay. I mean, keep on talking and I'll.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Robert or Beam, got any thoughts on Bucky here, Mr. Barnes? Mr. Barnes. No thoughts at all. Nothing.
Well, I was gonna say, I've been like seeing people like buy 2 of these. I think that's pretty shady. I mean,
doing like another account type of thing.
Yeah, like I know that they had like a special edition one with the shield, and then the other one is that also rooted, or is it? Do they have a sculpted option?
No,
they don't. Yeah, they're both rooted. Yeah, the special and the collector edition, or the standard edition without the shield. They're both artisans.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I've just seen like people like say they bought 2 of these. I'm like, why in the world would you? I mean, I know why, because they think they can up the price and sell it to some person, for triple the price. But I'm just like, come on, stop stealing people's joy. That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not getting it. I mean, yeah, I agree with you, Feezy. Like the head sculpt needs some work. I mean, I kind of see Sebastian Stan, but I don't.
Yeah.
And I think it'd probably be better if like it had the mascara around his eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, but other than that, I can see a lot of people using his mask, maybe not his goggles, but his mask, so that way you can kind of see Sebastian Stan there. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I that's another thing I agree with too. Yeah. I think I would have. Like I said, when we look at the previous version, I have slides where I have photos of the previous version. But yeah, I would have preferred to have that the black makeup around his eyes. But hey, I'll take it where I can get it. I don't have a Winter Soldier figure, so this one came along, which as we all kind of were expecting, right? They did that tease, and so I'll be happy with this. But if I had a choice, if if Hot Toys put out a survey like, hey, do you want your Winter Soldier with black makeup around his eyes? I would have checked that box, and then hit submit and send it back to him. Then I probably would have got an error and timed out or something. I don't know. But Beam, do you have any thoughts on this one? And do you want to share your experiences on purchasing this?
The only thing I think is the hairline is wrong.
Oh yeah, yep.
I would prefer I prefer it this way rather than with the makeup on, because he didn't really wear it in the film all but once in one scene. So I'm okay without the makeup on.
Gotcha.
But yeah, again, for me this was the easiest Artisan to get. Like this was faster than even getting Batgirl in that queue, because that was pretty fast for me.
Okay.
I heard the queue was up, so I opened my phone. I got into the figure, and then it was time to go live with it. And within seconds, I was in to purchase. It was pretty slick. At first, it didn't even pop up with a number, and then all of a sudden, it was your sixth in line, and then it took you right there. I was like, holy sh!
Yeah. Yeah, when you said that, I was like, what the hell,
Amazing.
6? You were just like,
I think I was 137 for the first one. And on my phone, I was 937.
Man. Yeah, and I was just on my phone because I was getting ready for work. So, super lucky.
Yeah, man.
Super lucky.
Yeah, I think, yeah, go ahead, Ty.
I was just going to say, I put it in the private chat. I think this link will work.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I'm not part of the group. I can't. Or you can share it on your screen. I think you can share. Also, yeah.
All right, wait, because I got the pictures in a folder.
Okay.
I'll do
yeah,
that
if you
then.
just want to share, open them up on your computer and share your
Absolutely.
screen. You can do that. But yeah, sorry, Beam, you were saying anything else?
Oh, there's also rumors they took this down at Secret Base already, but I think it was just to move it to somewhere else.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But you're right; it does look way better at Secret Base than in these photos.
Oh, that's a little reassuring then. Yeah, because it always. I mean, with all these figures, I think in most companies have this on their when they sell any figure, they have it in their description towards the bottom. This is final product may vary from prototype, or this is a prototype. Final product may vary, something along those lines, right? And they all say that just to kind of cover their ass, just because I mean, stuff happens along the way. Things have to change, designs have to change for whatever reason. Maybe it doesn't come out the way they expected, and then they typically, I should say not always, but they typically do the prototypes better to kind of the ideas that get you to pre-order them. We obviously know that that's not always the case. Sometimes they don't come out looking right, as this figure that we're going to discuss later on. But
I can try
things
and share now whenever you're ready.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Let me dehance. But yeah, so I know when we see a figure that's that we're not happy with, or like I should say a head sculpt, and just one that looks bad, I know we all hope that it gets improved, but it's not always a guarantee. So but that is good to hear that you guys are seeing. I guess we'll see here in a little bit. Okay, here we go. Adding to stage. All right, we can see that. Can you?
Well, there's also that issue
That's
with also the issue with the Falcon and Winter Soldier Bucky.
Okay.
Once I got him in hand, it was him all 100%. So
okay.
Are you seeing this?
Yeah, we're seeing it. Can you full screen it? There you go. Oh, I don't even have that much. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Let's see what. I think I can zoom in a little bit on it.
Either like make that window bigger, or use the magnifying glass. There you go. So these are the Secret Base photos.
Yeah, I
gotcha.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Yeah, it does look a little bit better there. But yeah, I do agree that that's right. Beam, you mentioned the hairline, and I do. Other people I've heard or read other people mention that too, and yeah, I agree. I think comparing it to the actual photos of him from the movie. Yeah, I think they could fix the hairline, but I don't know. I don't know. That would have to, from what I'm seeing, it may have to be like a whole adjustment to the head sculpt though, because either that or maybe they would have to like implant the hair lower.
He's got a 5 head instead of a 4 head.
Yeah. Yeah.
This looks more like Thunderbolts Bucky than Winter Soldier Bucky.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, oops.
Were you saying something, Roberts? Or are you coming in kind of low?
Oh, sorry.
There you are.
No, I've been noticing like some of their like foreheads on some of their figures are like really huge, like Pennywise like foreheads. I'm just like, well, y'all can't lower the hair. Give him a little bit more hair, like down here or something. Put some baby hairs in there. Whatever you gotta do. More hair, please.
I thought about that with Shuri, the Black Panther Shuri, but then I looked at the actress, and her forehead is like that though. I was like, whoa, because I thought maybe they were just getting a little wonky with it, but her forehead is very large.
It's big, yeah. Gotcha. Are there other photos tie on this, or is this the only one?
That was it.
Oh, just that
it
one.
Was just gotcha. It's this one, and then the others. This here.
Oh, just closer. Okay, yeah, that does look a little more like him, but yeah, I think the hairline issue. Yeah, I could still see there, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one looks pretty good, but again, the 5 head.
Yeah. Yeah. Either way, like I said, I mean, if this is how it comes out, I wouldn't be like totally disappointed. Yeah, I'll still take it, but I do hope they improve it though. I do hope it does get better. For me,
I think
personally,
they will.
Other people may see Sebastian Stan 100%, 100, but again, that just goes to each their own different. It's all subjective here.
I think they will. Like, look at Supergirl.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at Supergirl. They fixed that.
They better fix it with this price they're giving us.
Yeah.
430. Yep.
430.
I want to slap some white paint on him, so bad. I'm sorry. The forehead reminds me of Pennywise. I mean,
you just can't see Pennywise. Yeah.
Just put some cracks in there.
With the hair too, since it's rooted, you can style it and kind of cover some of his forehead too. Make it because it's very neat here, and it wasn't that neat in the movie. He was moving around, so you can kind of futz with it, I think, and get it a little bit better too. But I'm okay with it here. Hopefully they'll improve it, but I know what it's like going into it, and I'm good. If they don't do anything, I'm still good.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the other end of it too is right. It could come out worse for whatever reason. Like it could, like I know we rarely see that, but we typically see at least somewhat of a downgrade sometimes. We were just looking at some sculpts earlier, right? Proto Finals, where there's like a slight downgrade in like the details, or it's a little more soft. So it could go the other way, right? Instead of improving, it could worsen. So hopefully that's not the case. Knock on wood, but like I said, it's never a guarantee. So just for those of you who are looking to get this, keep that in mind with any figure. That goes for any figure, not just this one.
They got time.
Yeah, they got time. Yeah, they definitely have time. About a year, a little more than a year, Q2 to 2026. Let me address the chat here. Let's see, what am I missing? Oh man, you guys are a little behind here. Like I said, sorry if I don't get through all your chats. I know there's a lot here. Textured hands. All right. L Walker is in the house. I see L Walker. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. And hopefully you're having a good night. He's saying, I quit trying to figure out what Hot Toys does a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah. I think most of us who've been collecting a while have kind of done the same thing, right? It's just at that point you just kind of give up. You're like, all right. That's one of the new That's one of the trials that new collectors experience. Like they try to figure it out, and at some point there's just that it just clicks for them. And you're like, you know what? I give up. I'm not trying to figure out what they're doing. I'm just gonna enjoy it.
No rhyme or reason.
No rhyme or reason. Yeah. Kevin Collectibles, thank you for coming through. Kevin is saying these exclusive could come with numbered plaques. Yeah, that's another thing I've heard other collectors say also, is like, hey, if they're gonna be limited and numbered, like, why not just actually number the plaques? Again, I don't know why they don't do that, or what the deal with that is. I do not know. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time trying to figure that out. Like we were just saying, right? Trying not to figure out why Hot Toys does what they do. Figure Craft saying Jackass Winter Soldier Edition. Yeah, the Johnny Knoxville. Yep. Yeah. Clint Martin saying, I tried for this today, but it's not my main IP since I have 0 MCU figs. Sucks that they allow people to buy both SKUs at the same time. I know it's one per, but still. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. I wasn't aware of that until Ty just brought it up. I know Ty, obviously, he was like just wasn't intentional. He was just trying to fix his situation
I messed up
there. But I'm sure it sounds like other people intentionally did it, and I didn't even know that you could do that. So that was yeah, that is kind of I don't know how I feel. I'm not a fan of scalpers, to be honest. Like I'm not for that, just because, you know, like you mentioned, Robert, you're taking away from somebody else who actually would have wanted it. But you know, scalper is going to scalp. It's really hard to prevent that from happening. I know there's, you know, you can put in extra measures, but you know, there's always a way for them to get a hold.
I mean, also, it's Sideshow's fault for letting people buy multiples in the first place. I mean, like,
yeah, that's
you either choose one or the other, one per person.
What? Yeah, like, one of the yeah. I don't know if that was an oversight on their part or what, or if that's if that was been the case before. If you can buy, again, for like the Black Widow Artisan, for example, like I don't know if people were able to buy both of those SKUs, or I didn't hear people doing that, but I don't know.
It said one per person. Like even on my page, it said one per person, but they're different.
Right.
SKUs. Like the special edition and the regular Artisan are considered different SKUs.
Yeah.
And I just joined the waitlist for the collector edition, but they wouldn't let me join the waitlist for the special edition. So.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if that's what it is. It's just hard to track. If they're different SKUs, then that's probably why they allow it. It's probably harder to track with different SKUs, like in their system. Like how can you tell if they would have to like cross check and that whole that's just like a whole can of worms that I'm not gonna get into. But yeah, I'm sure there's a way, but they're probably just like, it's too much work for us, we're not gonna do that. So I don't know. Rans, the talented Rans Tolentino in the house. What is up, Rans? Hello everyone, he says. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I know it's been a minute. Thank you for joining, coming through. Appreciate you being here with us. Hopefully, I think you're at work right now, so hopefully things are going well at work so far. It's a Friday for you. I don't know if you have the weekends off or not, but yeah, happy Friday if it's a Friday for you. Let's see here. I'll make sure I don't miss anyone. Clint Martin, Peacemaker, only seen the sermons. Okay, yeah, thanks for confirming on that one. Clint Martin's also saying genuine leather for this, but no Artisan Anakin. This looks more difficult to make than Anakin's tabards. Yeah, I can see that. That's true too. Yeah, I know that's kind of like a general complaint, right, that collectors have with the Artisans is just, you know, kind of going the in-art route. We're making everything premium. All the materials, as opposed to, I know this one, you know, I think I talked about this before. Like I can see why they call it Artisan, because it's just Artisan has to do with like a master at a particular skill, or like a high level of mastery in a certain skill. And I take it in this case it's the implanting the hair, and so they just are referring to that as Artisan and nothing else. And they're not totally copying, well, I don't say copying, but they're not totally following the in-art way where they're just taking all the premium materials as well. But yeah, I can kind of see what people are saying, like, you know, hey, if you're going to make that, if this is going to be like Hot Toys version of their highest tier, their premium tier, then you should go ahead and do everything as such. Yeah, right. And to me, like on the other side of that, I kind of see the middle ground where, like, okay, well, obviously if they make everything high quality materials, then it's obviously going to drive up the price, right? And then as we saw with the first in-art figure, the Joker, right, when they did that, what happened that no one expected? The shipping went up, right? Because they were like, oh damn, this is a big ass box that weighs so much more, and you have to pay that much more in shipping for the weight. So, you know, there ended up being some other caveats to that people didn't realize that we all are aware of now. So for me personally, like I'm fine with just having, again, I mentioned this before, like if I don't need all the accessories to be quality, metal or wood or die cast or anything like that, as long as they're painted well, I'm good with that because I'd rather save the extra money. As far as the outfit itself though, like leather, I would prefer that over pleather for sure, just because of the longevity. I wouldn't mind paying more for that at least, right? So if but there is obviously a middle ground there, right? I don't want to go all out where everything's metal, wood, and high quality materials, but at the same time, I would like the outfit to last, the clothing and the suits to last on that, and have longer lasting materials. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I want a die cast Winter Soldier arm.
Yeah.
Like if they made his arm.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that,
like
but some people brought up the weight though, like how it would kind of be off balance.
Well, that's a Hot Toys problem, not a tie problem. Just give me you figure it out. I'm the idea guy. You figure out how to make that work. Just do it.
I mean, it doesn't even have to all be die cast. You could just do like pieces of it to be die cast or metal or
some kind of plating on it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd be
just
cool
to give
with
you
the
that metal feel.
metal plated, and not full. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, do it, Hot Toys. You figure it out.
Do it. Yeah.
Do it now.
Do it. I think right now the only die cast that they implement are mostly in Iron Man, right? And their Iron Man figures. The latest one. I'm trying to think what else.
Yeah, mostly.
Right. I don't think they've implemented that in anything else that I can think of off the top of my head.
I wonder if the shield that comes with the special edition, is that going to just be plastic or die cast?
Oh, I think it's going to be plastic. That's a good point. Because I didn't say in the description if it was die cast. Also,
probably plastic.
Because the one that came with the stealth suit, I think that was plastic. It didn't say that was die cast either. With the strike suit 2.0 cap, I think that's also plastic. So they're probably using the same one. They're just painting it, like they're weathering it more.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Make sure. Blue Tattoo saying Hot Toys has issues getting Sebastian Stan's likeness except for the Infinity War Bucky. That one I don't have. Is that one pretty good? The Infinity War Bucky?
I don't have that one either.
No,
I don't have it. I don't have any Buckies.
Wren's saying it's supposed to be a younger version, but I think the way it's sculpted had more detailed face, which made it look older. Oh, I wonder if he's talking. I don't know if he's talking about this one or the Infinity War one here. Blue Tattoo saying Q2 next year is a tentative release. We cannot keep letting Hot Toys get away with mediocre bullshit.
They can't keep getting away with it.
Square balls in the house. Classy Thomas, my guy, what is up, man? He says, "Hey, Feezy, thank you for coming through, SpongeBob. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Like I said, I'm when you're ready and you're willing, you're welcome to join us on the stream. Just let me know, man. But hopefully, of course, take care of your health and quick recovery, man. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you for coming through, though. I appreciate it, Classy. Appreciate you coming through. Let's see here. Big Rib's like, damn, it was a fail for me with Bucky today. Hope everyone had better luck. Sorry to hear, Big Rib. Like I said, at least I'm hoping you got on that wait list though, and it converts for you in the future though if you do get it, or if you did get on that wait list. So yeah, you still got time. We still got plenty of time. Stuff can happen in a year. So hopefully you snag one. All right. I think. Let me see here. Where was I? Okay, going back to here. I think. Another thing I was going to touch on before I do, though. Anyone else want to add anything on Bucky, or any other thoughts in general?
I did, but I forgot.
Okay, yeah. I'll go with my thought, and then let me know if it comes back to you. But yeah, I've also heard some people mention. I think one of you just mentioned earlier. I don't know if it was Robert or Ty, that why they didn't do a sculpted version. And which is a good question, but I know collectors had that same question with previous artisans that have come out, right? And that we didn't get a sculpted version. And so it could be the same reason that those didn't have a sculpted version. The previous, like the Black Widow, for instance. Another thought I had was that Thunderbolts is coming out this year. Right? I think it was a summer movie. It's coming out pretty soon. But my guess is that they also plan on doing a Bucky from that movie, and they're probably not going to want to have those competing with each other. So if they do a sculpted version of Bucky of that and a sculpted one of this, then there's going to be some preferences there, right? People are going to have to choose one. So I'm guessing, again, I'm just speculating here. I'm thinking they're just probably holding out on the sculpted version for the Thunderbolts version. But I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think that's pretty reasonable. I would go along with you on that one.
Gotcha.
They'll probably do a sculpted then. Because if they announce that now, people may lean towards that because it'll be a lower price. Because him with rooted hair, okay, it's nice, but if he didn't have it, I'm fine with that too. If it was sculpted, so they want to lead with this, and then the cheaper one will come later.
Right. Yep. Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. Yeah. Yep. One thing I didn't mention too that I'm sure you all are aware of, the removable goggles and mask is awesome. Whereas, as we'll see, and I'll bring up the slides here for the previous version, that had that mask already attached to one of the head sculpts. And so it's cool that here that it's both of these are removable. In the previous version, I think just the goggles were removable. So that's awesome that they did it this way. But yeah, I mentioned the interchangeable arms, the magnetic base. That's kind of similar to the Cap stealth strike suit 2.0, but this one is obviously has the Hydra symbol on it. So yeah. Overall, yeah, it's just cool looking figure. I'm stoked that we finally got those, and those who are in the same position as I am, where, we didn't have a Bucky or a Winter Soldier, but we were able to get this one, fortunately. And then, like I said, for those who missed out, hopefully you're able to get one later on as time passes. Hopefully you're able to snag one, and an opportunity comes up for you guys. All right, so let me go through and bring up these. Let's look at the photos here. I think I just have. All right, so here we have the DX. I'm still thinking of Jack Sparrow. The MMS 241. So this is the previous Bucky that came out 2015, from the Winter Soldier, same movie. And I just put these 3 photos up here to show you what he comes with here on the left. Kind of like I said, similar accessories. Few less hands, same weapons it looks like. And then this one obviously has sculpted hair, and as I mentioned, 2 different head sculpts. So one has the mask and one doesn't. And it still looks pretty good. You can see here he has the black makeup that some people were suggesting that I personally would have liked to seen in this one also. But to Beam's point earlier, he didn't really have that look throughout the movie. So I can see why they didn't include it in this one. I think he looks more intimidating though with the black makeup around his eyes. I think that's kind of why I prefer that one. Just has like a more menacing look to him, like he did in the movie. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how I got around it on this previous one. They just had the 2 interchangeable head sculpts with the removable goggles here. So kind of just to kind of give you a look at it. And maybe same situation. I don't know, for those who picked up this Winter Soldier here. This new Artisan one, maybe they had this previous version and they're looking to sell that one. So if you want a Bucky and you don't care if it's Artisan and you don't want to wait for the Thunderbolts version, then this is an option here. I haven't looked to see how many people are selling this for or how much it's going for, but I think though, keep in mind this one, I don't think the previous one has leather. I don't know if you guys can confirm, or you guys in the chat. I don't think I think it uses pleather as opposed to this Artisan one here. He has a leather top and vest, like we mentioned earlier. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Also, if it's this old, there may be some flaking. If you look to buy it used, some cracking or flaking depending on how the person took care of it. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. All right, let's see. Going on. So did anyone else have any thoughts on this Winter Soldier, the previous one or the new one? All right. Going through the next announcement here. Before I do, we got Collector Joey in the house. Yo, what is up, Collector Joey? My God, thank you for coming through. Another friend of the channel. Copper Drop every Thursday. Actually, I think he just had his. And mine was kind of... doing my stream on an odd night. I usually do it Tuesdays and Thursdays, but this week I did it on Thursday because that's one of the times I had available. And so I was telling Joe, I was like, hey man, sorry, I might have to overlap with yours. But yeah, typically his Copper Drop Thursday nights. Be sure to check that out if you're not already familiar. Show him some love if you like what he does. Like I said, friend of the channel. He's friends on the channel section over there, so check it out. Thank you for coming through, Joey. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully you're having a good night. Hopefully you had a good stream. I'll have to catch the replay later. Figurecraft Philly Z saying not if the leather falls apart. I think he's talking about on this old one on the pleather, I'm guessing. Yeah, but yeah, that's for those of you that aren't familiar, pleather is typically, if it's not well taken care of, then it typically dries, cracks, it just starts falling apart. And I think that was the case for a lot of old Hot Toy figures. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, so going on to the next figure here, the next announcement that we got last night, I think it was. Man, this one I was really stoked for. This is another one I was waiting for, and I'm really stoked to see. This is Vi from Arcane. Man, beautiful figure. This one just looks so badass. I'm so happy with the way this came out. Well, the prototype, obviously, anyway. So hopefully it comes out looking this good, if not better. I think, to me, in my opinion, I think this just looks great. So this is, like I said, based on Arcane. So season 2. Episode 9, timestamp 27-minute 43-second mark. No, actually, I'm just playing. I just made it up. I don't know. I just thought it was funny that Sideshow put in, based on our look from season 2, episode 9. They were pretty specific. So, but yeah, basically towards the end of that season, Arcane is where she had this look, and this with the black armor here. So she is up for pre-order already, $280 USD. Also set to come out Q1, Q2 of 2026. I noticed a lot of Hot Toys figures recently that have been announced. They're coming out in that time frame. So I know it's about a year out from now, but we could, for something to keep in mind to consider, we could have a similar situation like we did this at the end of this last year, right, where we just got bombarded with figures. That kind of seems to be the time now, the new bombardment date, Q1 and Q2 2026. So just keep that in mind. Make sure your finances are in order and set aside, because if you're pre-ordering a lot of figures, you might get rained on during that time frame. So just keep that in mind. This one is little under 12 inches. Actually, it's 11 inches, so 28 centimeters. So not your typical 1/6 scale height. Again, 28 points of articulation. I know it's a little more than Sabine, but still, it's not the 30 we've been seeing. So they kind of nerfed the females again. I mean, granted, it's 2 points of articulation less. I don't know what that would be, like the toe articulation or what. Maybe it is that. I don't know, but it's still pretty good for the most part. But still, I think you would think that they would have about the same. Movable eyes, as we mentioned earlier, that's been kind of common now in recent Hot Toy figures. Movable eyes, seamless torso. So from the neck to the arms is seamless. With tattoos. We'll go over some photos. So it looks like they're carrying that on. I know I'm trying to remember what figure they did that with recently also, where they had seamless arms with tattoos on them. And you guys can help me out with that. But I'm forgetting. I want to say Hot Toys did that recently with somebody else as well. 4 interchangeable hands. So not as many hands, but I think the 2 pair that she comes with are pretty expressive. They kind of cover it all. The gauntlets, of course, the 2 gauntlets, the Hex Tech gauntlets, I should say, have 2 attacking effects that are attachable to the gauntlets, and then 1 smash effect. And then we'll kind of go through photos of those as well and kind of take a look at that. I want to say, I don't think it mentioned it here in the description. Well, it did in the description, but I don't know the photos. But I wonder if they're going to be attached by magnetic function, if they're going to magnetically attach the gauntlets. I don't know. We'll see how those will connect, or maybe you guys have some thoughts on that. But yeah, so I'll kind of stop there. I'll pause there, and I'll turn it over to you guys. What do you guys think of Vi, or Violet from Arcane? Anyone go?
She looks awesome. But to answer that, I think the other tattooed one was Jinx, was it not? Other than that, it was Valkyrie, who had the tiny tattoo on her arm.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, but you're right, Jinx also. Yeah, but yeah, I think I was thinking of Valkyrie, who had the seamless arms. The elbows, the shoulders ones.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, I can't wait. These two together are going to be even better. So I like the effects. I like everything that it comes with. The less articulation is probably just the ankle joints. It probably less than like not the split cut boot, but
Oh,
so
don't say that, Beam. Don't shatter my dreams.
it's
That's
not
what I hate the
split cut,
most.
but I have a feeling those boots are going to be flexible enough to get
Yeah.
the poses you need. So
Mm.
yeah, it looks good. So yeah, there's definitely not a split cut boot design there. You can see in other pictures. So that's
Okay.
probably where the less articulation is.
Gotcha.
But yeah, great show, both seasons.
Yep.
Great characters. So I'm looking forward to get these two in the collection for sure.
Yeah, I passed on Jinx just because of the two. I knew I was gonna want Vi, but not to say I won't get her down the line. Maybe I'll pick up Jinx. It's like secondhand or something, or if she was on a sale or something, which she probably won't be. She'll probably be sold out. But like kind of one of those things. Like if I happen to get her, I will. But of the two, also kind of being mindful and being selective, I wanted Vi more. So yeah, I personally passed on Jinx for now, but we'll see. This one though, Dopo for sure, man. This is so good. But before I ramble on again, anyone else got any thoughts on this one?
I binged both seasons late last year. Like my son was like, "Yo, we got to watch this," because he watched it, and then he wanted to. I had to catch up with him, and we watched season 2 together. And yeah, that show is awesome. These figures look awesome, and I definitely need both of them. I mean, Vi is probably my favorite, so I got to make sure I get her. But I'm gonna get Jinx too, so they'll go together.
But you haven't pre-ordered either of them yet, you said?
Not yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Not yet, because I was waiting to see how Winter Soldier was going to turn out before I spent my money on pre-ordering these two.
Gotcha. Okay. Robert, any thoughts on this? Have you seen the show, or what do you think about the figure? Oh, you're muted, I think.
Still muted.
Okay. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot
There
to
you go.
unmute myself.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no knowledge of these characters, no knowledge of the show, so yeah, it's a pass for me. But it looks good.
Gotcha.
It does. Kind of reminds me of
I have
a white girl version of Doomfist from Overwatch.
Of who is that?
Doomfist. He has
Doomfist.
this big old fist. I'm guessing she has big fists or something.
Yeah, the gauntlets here. Yeah.
Yeah, the gauntlets. Yeah, he uses those to punch people to walls and stuff like that. If people play Overwatch, you know what I'm talking about. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, she's definitely a puncher. She's a fighter, a brawler, big time. But yeah, you're right. I can see her being an Overwatch type character also. I mean, I haven't played Overwatch. I know of it, but I never got into it. But I can definitely see her being an Overwatch type character.
I hope
obviously it sounds like she is just a male version. Yeah, an Echo for sure. That was one of the figures that one of the other figures I wanted to see from this show when I think we were talking about Jinx in a previous Hot Talk episode. I brought up a slide of figures we'd want to see, or who else we'd want to see, and then I mentioned Vi, Echo, and then Odessa. I think her name is the villain. I guess if you want to call her the villain, the warrior. Yeah, those are the ones I would like to see. So got one of the two, or one of the three, I should say. But yeah, Robert, I was gonna say, I suggest watching this show because if you do, I think you may like this figure, but I could be wrong. But I would suggest watching sooner rather than later in case for whatever reason, if there's a possibility all these get swooped up and these are hard to come by later on. But just a thought, just suggestions, throwing it out there, because I feel like if you watch it, you may like it, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know. I'm curious though to see now if you do watch it. Let me know what you think of it afterwards.
Yeah, my partner started watching the first season. I don't think he watched the
Yeah.
second season, but he seemed to
Oh.
really like it. But I know he
Oh,
wouldn't
okay.
want figures from it. That's for sure. But yeah, I'll give it a watch.
Yeah,
what's the stream?
I've been describing it. It's on Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, I've been describing it as like a steampunk Game of Thrones, just because of the. I mean, it's obviously animated too, but just because of like the number of characters and the different like classes or societies that there are, and there's a lot of characters that it follows and a lot of storylines that take place, and so in that sense, it's kind of like Game of Thrones, but it has more of like a steampunk vibe to it and theme. But it's really well written, well acted. I think the first 2 episodes are a little slow in the first season to pick up, in my opinion. But after that, once it gets going, it just it doesn't stop. It gets better each episode. Yeah, there's a couple episodes later on, in my opinion, that kind of went back down, but then it picks up again. Yeah, overall, it's well done. It
Really
won some
good
awards
music too.
right? Yeah, the music. Yeah, I think it won some awards. But I can't remember. But yeah, it's
She's a
really good.
beast.
And then, Vi is definitely a beast, man. She just went ham there towards the end. I would say that I would have probably preferred personally like the blue uniform with the blue hex tech gauntlets, but that's just because I kind of lean towards more that color anyways. But this still looks badass. Maybe that's a variant we could see in the future.
Probably.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe same thing with Jinx. I was thinking Jinx was more from like I forgot what season. I think she was from wasn't she from the end of season 1? That the Hot Toys Jinx?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Because she definitely had a different look at the end of season 2 also. So it was kind of interesting how they kind of mix matched them here. Like they gave this Vi the season 2 look, or the end of season 2, and then Jinx kind of more the end of season 1, beginning of season 2 look. So I don't know why they went for that approach. That's kind of interesting now that I think about it.
No rhyme or reason, Feezy. No rhyme or reason.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, no rhyme or reason. Yeah, I should just stop there. Like, just stop it. Get those thoughts out of your head. Yeah.
Yeah, stop trying to figure this out. Stop trying to figure them out.
Yeah, it ain't algebra. It's not calculus. Yeah.
It's not going to add up.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, 1 and 1 don't make 2. But yeah, here they have both of them together. Yeah, it's just, and I was, I mentioned this in our chat, in our group chat, that man, the hair, the detail, and the paint looks so badass. Look how good that looks. I think it looks good. That's just great. But again, I'm kind of worried, like they did with Sabine. But yeah, it could be lighting again. We mentioned this, that the final could be lighting for Sabine, but hopefully they don't soften it up, or we talked about the shading in the hair, right, for Sabine. Hopefully they don't.
Yeah.
That's not that won't happen with Vi in the final. So fingers crossed, or knock on wood, that it comes out looking this good. Her hair in the final. But yeah, man, this shit looks so badass. It's a beautiful figure all around.
And the fingers are articulated on the gauntlets.
Yeah, you notice that? Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, look at
This
that.
looks like a badass pose. Yeah.
She's like, bring it.
Yeah, bring it. Yeah, that's so sick. One thing I was gonna ask you guys: do you guys think her normal hands look small?
Oh.
Like non-Mego? I don't know what you guys were talking about Mego earlier. I don't know if the opposite of
No, they look okay to me.
You think they look fine?
Yeah, they don't like.
Maybe it's just me then.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
look
They don't stand out to me.
Okay.
The thing
Yeah,
about
for
the
some reason, I
Mego
don't know.
figures, though, is that their hands are shiny compared to their suit. It looks
Okay.
straight plastic compared to the outfit.
I gotcha. Okay. Maybe it's just me then. Yeah, I don't know. I thought like what it looks small. Oh, yeah, and you can see some of the tattoos here on her back. Yeah, that just looks so badass. This looks awesome.
Yeah.
This pose right here is badass too. Just like the simplicity of this, just like the gauntlets on the floor, just kind of like she just. I think she did this in one of the episodes too, where she kind of just like dropped them on the floor, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sick. Yeah, I'd even
Badass.
pay attention. Does that? Maybe I'm looking at the description. I was gonna say, does that base come with her too? That what the rocks? I don't remember reading that. Just let me see here.
Better. What are they showing us stuff they're not gonna give us?
Cause because I see this standard where this is like this hexagon base here, but then I'm like in the photos. Yeah, like these rocks here.
Yeah.
All this like debris.
We have to organize again.
Yeah, I gotta look that up real quick now.
Make sure she's got some cheeks. She's got the cakes.
Yeah, you gotta see that part of the accessory, the cake. Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say just this pose right here looks badass. Let me look real quick. I just want to make sure. I don't recall seeing that in the description, but hopefully I just missed it. Cause yeah, that would kind of suck if it did. It's usually in the bottom. It just says specially designed figure stand with character name. I don't see anything about.
That means we're not getting that rubble.
Yeah, the rubble debris.
And why the hell are they showing us?
Just for
to make us buy it.
Let's organize.
Not think about it later.
Yep. Trying to in case we don't read the description. Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people don't. They kind of just like overlook some of that stuff, but another reason why it's good to read the description so you can see what you don't and don't get. I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be some people who don't watch the streams and who will do that. They'll buy this just thinking that they're going to get the rubble, and then when they get it, they're like, "Oh, it didn't come with the rocks and the debris. That was part of it," and they're probably going to be pissed. I can see that happening. Yeah, it does look like it comes with it, though, right?
Yeah, like why do they keep showing it?
Yeah, let me know in the chat if I'm overlooking something. Yeah, because I'm not seeing it in the in the description on Sideshow. But this is me doing like a quick look through. So,
Blue is with
I
us.
don't know. What's up?
Blue is with us. You see in the chat. He's ready to organize.
Oh yeah, that's organized for cakes and better bases. Yeah, yeah. Let's organize petition. Change was it change.org, Robert?
Yeah, change.org.
Yeah, yeah. Make it happen. Make that change.
Oh god.
But yeah, man, this just looks badass. Let me address the chat here. Let's see here. Everyone's saying what's up to Joey and to each other here. Clint Marr saying this figure looks great, missing a jacket. Yeah, she had. I'm trying to think now. Help me out. Was it like a denim jacket or a brown jacket? Towards the end there, it was some sort of jacket.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Yeah,
that'd be cool if they gave us that.
That'd come out with the variant, the
Probably.
supposed variant that I mentioned. Yeah. Blue Tattoo saying, "Vi, hell yeah, we need more Arcane figures. Vi's head sculpt is damn near perfect, while Jinx is questionable. I hope they improve her sculpts." I think he's talking about. He hopes they improve Jinx's sculpts there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was one of them where I think they could have done a little more work on. I think it was like the serious one. I can't remember which one it was. I know she comes with two there. Clint Martin saying the seamless body looks great. Yeah, man, I agree. Black hair Vi would be cool to see in figure form, says Wren's. Yeah, again, with the variants, right? You can have the different variants there. That's something they could do. Blue Tattoo also hoping for an Echo, Jace, Mel, and
Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger. Oh yeah, that's the little guy, right? Heimerdinger, right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
That little fella.
Yeah. See, Mario Professoro in the house. Yo, fellas, what is up, Mario? Thank you for coming through, man. He's saying y'all are up late tonight. Yeah, same to you, man. I'm surprised you're still awake. I think usually you're in bed by now, right? You gotta wake up early. Thank you for coming through, though, man. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I got through everybody. Figurecraft, I was just saying, I guess I have to now fork over the $22 a month. I've never seen the show. I thought it was a game. Yeah, actually, well, I mean, it's based on League of Legends, right? What I don't know, and I think we talked about this too a while ago, and I can't remember what I had looked up then, but I don't know if these characters in Arcane. Oh yeah, they are in the game, right? Actually, I think they are in League of Legends.
They're in the game, but according to my son, they don't look like this. Like,
oh, they don't. Okay.
They've definitely improved them from the game. From what he told
They
me.
took some like liberties or something, or maybe they
Yeah.
just like an older version. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah,
he
because
said,
I haven't played. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, he said like the time that it's taking place in these two seasons is
Yeah.
actually what's considered like the weakest of the stories, and like the other areas that they're going to be exploring are actually better than this. But he was like, based on what they were able to do with this section, he's
Yeah.
really looking forward to it. He's like, if they can make this good, then they should be able to make the other areas a lot better with the other characters.
Oh, okay. All right. So we possibly could be getting more Arcane. I don't.
Yeah,
Did they say?
he's an expert on League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Philly, to what you mentioned, yeah, it is definitely based on a game like you said, but the show is good, man. I think I've heard nothing but good things about the show, and I agree with them as well. So if you get a chance, like I mentioned to Robert, I suggest checking it out because they may make you change your mind on these figures. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but while it's still early, right? While you still can pre-order these in case you do end up liking it. But all right, anyone else got anything else to add on Vi here? This beautiful figure.
Oh man, she's awesome. Awesome.
All right. Yeah, I definitely agree. She's coming home for show. All right, going on to the next announcement. What was that?
Oh no, I just said. Did you pre-order Feezy?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, she was a dopo. Yeah, I pre-ordered earlier today.
Nice.
Yeah, jump on this one, man. Looking forward to this. And this is, like I said, this is one of the three that I wanted. Another figure I wanted to see from Arcane is this one, Echo, and then Odessa. Odessa? Yeah, Odessa. All right. Next announcement here, we have Darth Malgus. I know this, and again, is another figure that came out a little bit ago, and I'm kind of behind this one, so I'll just give my thoughts, and if any of you want to add to it. If not, no worries. But yeah, this is definitely looks badass. Another one, the head sculpt, just the way he looks, his menacing appearance, the eyes, this looks badass overall. $305 USD, set to come out again Q1 Q2 2026. From some of those photos we'll see here, I'm sure you've seen that he's standing pretty tall, almost as tall as Darth Vader. So he's 13.4 inches, so 34 centimeters. So he's a little bit bigger there. Again, 30 points of articulation, like we were mentioning earlier. So he has the articulation there. Rolling eyes, 6 interchangeable hands, a nylon suit. Well, I thought that was kind of important to point out there. So it didn't say like leather-like material. So hopefully the suit lasts on this one. It's made of nylon. USB powered LED light up though. So check this out. This is what he has, like fully. It seems like fully USB powered. So his face mask, his gauntlets, his chest plate, his lightsaber hilt, and of course the base are all powered by USB, which is good to see. I know a lot of people are going to be happy to see that. No batteries in either of those. So I am curious to see how the face mask is going to work though, if that's USB powered, because it is removable. You can see here in the photos here on the right, you can remove his face mask, but the lights are there on the bottom. So I wonder how that's going to work if you can remove it, and it being USB. I don't know if that's a typo and it's not USB, but I don't know. Maybe there's something you have to connect if you want to attach it. If that's the case, that might be kind of tricky. If there's going to be like a single thin wire or something that connects to it. So I don't know. Just we'll see how that comes out, but just something to keep in mind there. And of course, he comes with his, the typical lightsaber. There's a non-powered hilt with a static and a swoosh, a blade for dynamic effect. He's got that. Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, he's also based on he's a VGM series, so a video game based on Star Wars: The Old Republic, just like Revan was. Again, I didn't play this game, just like I mentioned for that when we covered Revan. I haven't played The Old Republic, so I'm not too familiar with his backstory. But this, from what I saw, his timeline took place like 3,300 years ago before, what was it? A New Hope, I think it was, or the Battle of Yavin, I think that's what took place in A New Hope, right? In episode 4?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? So yeah, it was like what is that? Yeah, a long ass time ago, basically. But I'm not too familiar with his backstory. I didn't get a chance to do more in-depth research on him, but he does look badass. Obviously, he's a Sith. He has this tilted base, this adjustable themed figure base, which can be. I think it looks like it can be tilted. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, because usually we'll look at some photos here where it kind of tapers off just below the base, and so usually with like thinner parts, areas like that here, like this, those. Unless it's really durable, those kind of tend to break easy if you move them a lot, or maybe you just put too much force or stress on it. So hopefully they make it with something durable. Hot Toys, if you're listening to this little channel here, this little stream, yeah, please make that durable quality, or something really thick, not something transparent or that it'll break easy. But yeah, we'll see how that works. So adjustable theme figure base with LED light up function. So I don't know if it's. Yeah, that's the thing. It just says adjustable, but I don't know if that means like with the tilt, if you can like tilt it around, like if it's on like some sort of ball peg, or if only certain aspects of it are adjustable. I don't know. We'll see. What do you guys think?
Why is it tilted? Like, is there like a reason why they're doing that?
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's like on a ball peg where you can adjust the angle. That's what's adjustable, or what?
But why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, he'd look weird, like just kind of with the crotch grabber, and he's leaning sideways.
Yeah, he's leaning with it and rocking with it. Yeah.
He's got the gangster lean going.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember, Ty, just throw those dots out of your head. You know, it's Hot Toys.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure them out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Get that
You're
thought out of
right.
your head, yeah.
Let me stop. I apologize. Let me stop that.
Yeah.
But he looks like a beast, man. I haven't really played that game, but he's like big and badass. If I have the disposable income, I'd probably get him. But he's not something that, you know, he's not like Vi. Like I want Vi. Like this guy, he looks cool, but you know, he's no Vi.
Right, for sure. Yep, and then here's like the chest face mask light up here. The gauntlets is showing all these parts that light up. Detailed armor with LED light up function. Anyone else got any? Oh, here's a picture comparing him to Vader. Anyone else got any thoughts?
Jeez.
On this, on Malgus? Before we move on to the next one, I will say too that the hood, hopefully it doesn't come out like Revan's, because I have that figure too, and I agree with others that the hood isn't that great. I had to give it like the water treatment where, you know, you put water on it to let it soak and let it dry in place, and so it kind of forms. So, I mean, here it looks fine, but in the prototype photos for Revan, that was the case. Also looked fine, but yeah, hopefully it stays like that on the final product for Malgus, and the hood is decent at least. Looks kind of thick right here though, so yeah, we'll see how it comes out. But ultimately, yeah, despite it looking badass, like Ty, I passed also. I'm trying to be selective. As much as I was tempted to get this, I'm like, you know what? I know I did get Revan. Revan is like kind of a unique character, Mandalorian / Sith / Jedi. That one, you know, I had a little more. That one was like that one had me pull the trigger a little more than this one. But again, just having to kind of dial it back, kind of tone it down from the collection, and space. Obviously, space is, like I mentioned before, like all of us, you know, space is a factor. So I really have to kind of pick and choose. But I don't know. That's not to say that I might not get them down the line if I end up having extra room for whatever reason. So we'll see. But yeah, the prices has to do with it also. Yeah, $305 USD, which is similar to some other figures that we'll talk about here in a little bit, coming up after this. But that one I can kind of see the price on this just because of how big he is. Everything, all the light up features, and then in the base, that unique base. So that one I can kind of see, but it's still like nothing. I think for me personally, that's more than like something I want to pass on, because I'm like, I don't, especially at that price. Like, I'm good. Here he's tilted again with that base.
Yeah, he's tilted so he can do that. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if that has something to do with the game. Like, oh no, it's straight right here. There it is. Wow,
I
interesting.
don't know what the hell's going on.
So yeah, I wonder. I guess you can be able to tilt it somehow. Yeah, it's just like one of those, probably like a like a shower head where you can have like it's on a ball joint and you can like loosen it to move it around. I wonder if it's kind of like that.
Interesting.
I think shower head base. You can rotate for the rainfall effect or like the massage effect.
See, now I'm seeing a shower head that he's standing on a shower head. Thanks,
You're
Feezy.
welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
Great.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else get any more thoughts before we move on? All right. Take that as a note. Let me address the chat here before I go on. See if anyone's got any thoughts on Malgus. Profi saying Malgus looks so good. Sith life. Yeah, Profi's all about that Sith life, or should I say Darth Profi. A Ruru blade, yeah. That's talking about the dynamic blade, yeah. Yeah, thanks. Mario's confirming. Yes, Battle of Yavin is a New Hope. Yeah, thank you. I thought it was. Thank you for confirming that, Mario. I can always count on you for the Star Wars facts, for the fact check there. Well said. Blue Tattoo said, well said. He is no Vi. There you go, Ty. You got someone agreeing.
My man.
Let's see. Mario's feeling the music. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. That's good feedback on the music. Glad at least someone's feeling that.
Oh, I'm feeling it.
All right, nice. Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
two. All right. So going on now. So you got two more figures here. I know we got trying to get through these quickly. So I know if you guys want to hold back on this one, that's perfectly fine. No worries at all. But we got Nicepool. So continuing on the Deadpool and Wolverine line. This may go as deep as the Ahsoka line. We'll see how this goes. But there's already quite a few released. I'll just briefly touch on this one. I'm personally passing on this, but for those who are going all in, just like for those who are going all in the Ahsoka line, those who are going all in the Deadpool and Wolverine, this is a good addition to that. I'm sure people are wanting to complete their Deadpool shells or their Deadpool core. He definitely added some additional comedic relief to the movie, but not a character that I would get personally, so I'm passing on him. But it is, for those who want to do like memes or just funny photo shoots with him and just Deadpool himself to recreate some of those scenes, that would definitely be some funny photos there. The dog looks to be the same. Dogpool, I think it looks the same. Looks like the same one that came with Deadpool. I was kind of doing some quick comparisons, and the facial features look the same. So I wonder if it's going to be the same. He does come with a shitload of hands, though. That's kind of interesting. Let's see here. So speaking of 11 interchangeable hands, rolling eyes, of course. And he also has a USB powered base, LED base, which I don't think I realized at first, but that's kind of interesting. Well, I gave him a light up LED light up base. But other than that, typical, the guns and the katana. The guns, it's kind of interesting to see because we obviously know that those came with the special edition Deadpool from the same movie. So I know some people were kind of questioning if they were going to release those again. I mean, but it only makes sense that he would have those, right? I don't think he had any other guns but those. So it kind of made sense for him to come with those. Now, whether they're their exact same guns that came with the special edition Deadpool, that I'm not sure, because this obviously was just announced. So I don't know. I would think they would be, just because they're obviously the same guns in the movie. So that makes sense. But yeah, it was kind of inevitable, right? If they released this figure, then he would come with the golden guns. A lot of people were saying Artisan, though, like if they did release Nicepool, that he would be Artisan just because of the long flowy hair, his Vidal Sassoon hair. But that they went the sculpted version. So yeah, anyone want to add any thoughts on this or reiterate some thoughts?
I don't think an Artisan would sell.
We got one Dopo from Beam. And what were you saying, Ty?
I don't think an Artisan version of this would gather a lot of attention.
Oh, really? You don't think so?
Nah.
Not the price you're going to charge.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, would you pay, like, I'm not going to pay $430 for a Nicepool. And so I'm not gonna do. Well, I'm not gonna pay for Nicepool, period. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on this guy.
That's a good point because even because this is already, I think I mentioned this, a 305, or maybe I didn't, 305 USD, also set to come out Q1, Q2 of 2026. Again, man, that window right there, brace yourselves, Q1, Q2 2026, 30 points of articulation. But yeah, 305 USD, which I thought was kind of high for this figure. And we were discussing this in our group chat, and the only thing I can think of would be the likeness. Maybe I don't know if it's Ryan Reynolds specifically or just his PR team or whoever, his agents or whatever, because typically they have them handle all that. So I wonder if they just part of their deal is that they just charge more for that. I don't know, because it does seem kind of, again, comparing this to Malgus was also 305 USD, and Malgus seems like he just comes with a lot more. There's like more features to him. I mean, yeah, Nicepool has the light up base here, but this base is more kind of basic, kind of similar to what we've seen with the Stealth Suit 2.0 cap and the Artisan Winter Soldier Bucky. Or
look at this forehead.
Yeah, and this forehead too. Yeah,
the forehead again. Ugh.
There it is. Yep.
I'm so sick of this.
I'm tired of all these heads. Robert's just like, damn these foreheads. Yeah.
He's got a $5.
Yeah, Hot Toys have this like fetish for 5 heads. I don't understand this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, there's that rhyme and reason. I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully, this is another one that gets fixed when the final comes out. But yeah, the price is just weird, man. That's the only thing I can think of. Because again, like with Malgus, that one I thought was passable, but this one just seems high. But I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on the price? Beam, I guess I'll go to you on that one because you said you dopoed it. So, like, what are your thoughts on that? And just like, what made you decide to get this figure?
Oh, this was one of the best parts of the film. So, at least for me, I thought it was great. I do want to recreate the scene where he's the human shield. So,
yeah,
that's one reason why I want to get this figure. But through the 305 price point, it's just, I don't know, it just feels like that's part of the likeness rights.
Right. Yeah.
And also part of what we're going to see moving forward as far as new pricing. I think we're going to start seeing the 285s and the 305s and 315s, if you will. So just because everything's going up nowadays. So I think that's what we'll be seeing in the future.
So you think 305 is going to be the new standard?
For Marvel, yes. I think it will be.
Interesting. Okay. What were you going to say, Robert?
Oh, do you think that's why they never gave us like metal, like die-cast swords? Because I know, like, past Deadpool, they give us die-cast swords. And I'm just like, why would they give us plastic anyways?
Yeah.
Why they change that up? But I'm guessing that's why they want to try to keep the price lower. I'm guessing, but
it would cost them more to make. Yeah,
it's still disappointing. But
yeah,
whoever, I can see a lot of people, customizing Nicepool and just have.
Yeah, I can definitely see some people do that. Maybe having Tina or somebody else who does custom rooting, have them do a Nicepool head sculpt. Yeah, I can see that. I'm looking forward to seeing that, actually, how that turns out. Yeah, I'm sure Bob Dylan probably get that done.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to seeing those photos. Bob, shout out to Bob Dylan. But yeah, to what you were saying, I'm sure there are others who are, like I mentioned, in the same situation or the same thought where they want to have all these figures from Deadpool and Wolverine. But I'm hoping though that 305 is not the standard. Obviously, we want it to be lower, and I'm thinking it just has to do with the likeness rights. Why I think this figure and the next figure we'll talk about are from this particular movie are that high. Just like that higher extra cost for these characters. But yeah, man, I don't know, because there's still some figures that are coming out that are still they're more reasonable. I think they're like like a little more reasonable in like their prices. And I'm trying to think because, well, I mean Sabine's not Marvel. I know you mentioned Marvel because Sabine was like 276 USD. And I think Savage Press, actually, now that I think about it, I think he was around that price too. But again, I have to go back and see what the previous Marvel figures have been as far as price wise. But yeah, man, hopefully that's not the case. I'm hoping these are exceptions and these just happen to be higher. Well, I know it's inevitable. They're all, like you said, they're all going to go up eventually. That's just how it is, inflation, and things just go up over time. So it's going to happen. I just hope it doesn't jump up that quick in their pricing. But yeah, man, we shall see. All right, anyone else got anything to add on Nicepool before we go on to the last announcement of the stream? All right, if not, here we go. So next up, we have what I think is supposed to be Johnny Storm. This is the Human Torch, but this to me is more like Isaac Inferno or Edward Ember or Frederick Fire. I don't know, take your pick, but I don't think this is Johnny Storm, man. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, this is I'm with everybody else. The sculpt on this one is, I mean, it's I can kind of see, you know, obviously they're trying to nail it, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was kind of like a rush job, like, hey, we got to get something out quick for, I don't know if they had a deadline or what, but yeah, I think the likeness is off. It's kind of somewhat there, but it does definitely need some work. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Human Torch, Deadpool, Wolverine, separate rolling eyeballs, removable cloak. As you can see here, I'll leave this up here. But again, 305 USD for this one. Also set to again Q1, Q2, 2026. Right, there's that window. Again, 30 points of articulation and about 31 centimeters, so just over 12 inches there. Also, what did I put? 5. Yeah, this one has quite a few pairs of hands here. Let me see what we got. I wrote the wrong number here, but let's see. We got 11. I count 11 hands here, interchangeable hands, which is quite a lot. The effects though on this, I will say the effects look so badass, especially that base effect with the fire base that he's kind of standing on. That looks so sick. Let's see here, what else am I missing here? Yeah, and he has like the wraps. I think it said the wraps were removable. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I missed that, but we'll go through some of the photos here. Overall, yeah, I think it looks cool. Either way, it's a pass for me, even if the likeness was spot on. So I guess I can't complain too much. I shouldn't be complaining at all. I can't be in that boat because I'm not getting it. But just from my view, in my opinion, the sculpt does need work. Whether they fix it or not, that's just, I guess it's not a big deal to me because I'm not getting it. But I could actually, if they do fix it, I could change my mind. I don't know. I could be like, damn, that looks really good. And then if I get it for a good price later on, I don't know. But as funny as this character was in the movie, I don't think it's one that I need to get personally. So I'm good of holding off for now. But it is cool, man. The fire effects. I think me and X-Men were talking about this, and we were chatting about this because we're both X-Men fans, hence X-Men Supreme, but we're both big on X-Men. But we would like to see them possibly, or this probably gives us hope for Hot Toys or whoever to do a Phoenix figure, either Hono or Hot Toys in the comic series, to do a Phoenix figure that uses these fire effects. I wouldn't mind. Came with that same base, but yeah, that just looks so badass. Look at this. I'm trying to remember, I don't think he was like this in the movie. I think he was fully like all in flames, but it's still cool that they have these effects on him. I don't know. Do you guys remember? Did he have this type of look where he has like some flames coming out from his body?
He was all on fire from what I remember.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I was just watching it the other day, and yeah, he went flame on and went right up in the sky. Yeah,
that's what I figured. Yeah, I didn't recall that either. Okay, but it is cool. It does have a cool look. That kind of brings up another question, or something else that's interesting, is that people say they collect Hot Toys for the accuracy, but we all know that Hot Toys isn't usually accurate. Sometimes they're all kind of off on some of their figures and they're not as accurate. And this is obviously a good example of one. I mean, it's still cool regardless, but you know, for me personally, I'm not that picky when it comes to things like that, but I know some people are. So I'm just curious to see if those who are, you know, who say they want that movie accuracy or that something to be really accurate, if they're still getting this and they don't mind that as well, if they make an exception. I don't know. It's just something that I've noticed. But yeah, let me see. I think, did we lose Robert again?
I think so.
Oh, yep. Let me see right back. Robert, you there? Can you hear us? Oh, I think it's still setting up. You put him on mute for now. True. All right. So yeah. Another thing I was going to bring up too is that I think Beam, you touched on this earlier. So, you know, again, I'm passing on this because I currently don't have an interest in it as of now. But, you know, I know other people have the same thoughts where they said this sculpt was off, right? The head sculpt was off, and that may have caused them to not pre-order this. We mentioned, you know, Hot Toys putting their best foot forward with their pre-orders or their prototypes to get people to pre-order. Other times they don't, and the prototypes don't look as good, and people are kind of shy away from pre-ordering. But you know, keep in mind that it's obviously one of the things that we have to decide on as collectors, right? Do we want to put in a pre-order regardless and hope it gets better, or would we rather wait and just see what the final product looks like? The only thing with that is, obviously, like I mentioned before, is there's a possibility that it could sell out depending on how popular, how good the figure is. You know, I think it was Ty, you brought this up, or maybe it was being Peacemaker, right? Peacemaker is a good example of that. A lot of people didn't like the way he looked at first, that whole tongue situation, but they made that removable. His arms were jointed, but they ended up fixing it, and he ended up selling out, and it was hard to get a hold of. Oh yeah, that's right, X-Men and we were talking about being able to get one of that pulp culture. But yeah, that's a good example. Ty, I know you mentioned Supergirl. That's another example where people were kind of were crapping on Supergirl initially when she came out. They were just like shitting on her just because how bad the head sculpt was, talking about she looks like a caveman. Yeah. Super cave. But they fixed it, and now she's also, last I looked, was sold out most places, if not everywhere also. So, and
$20.99.
Yeah, that was another one. Yeah, exactly. Miguel. Yeah, thank you. That's another good example. $20.99. People were just hating the joints. I mean, and you know, understandably so. A lot of people don't like seeing that in Hot Toys, but yeah, jointed. $20.99. They added a suit on him, and then, again, he's hard to get now. He's sold out almost everywhere. Last I looked, but again, I don't know if that's due to limited quantities or just because that many people bought them or what. But so yeah, just something to keep in mind. You know, if you're going to hold off on this because you don't like the sculpt now, again, understandably so, that is fair. But you know, as it comes out closer to the release date, just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on those posts, those updates, if there are any, and if they do and you like it, I would suggest jumping on it, because there could be a chance it could sell out. It may not. I could be wrong, but you know, that is a gamble we all have to. That's a decision we all have to make for ourselves. So I would at the least just suggest staying on top of it if interested in this figure, and just checking to see if updates come out for this and kind of go from there. But yeah, just again, just keep in mind that if the longer you wait, when they do that updates, there's a chance that you know, that could sell out. And of course, you can get it secondhand also later on if you want to wait that long enough. And further down the line, like way in the future, then of course you can. There's always another opportunities to get it as well. So yeah, just something to consider, to think about. Just, you know, we have those examples of these updates that Hot Toys gives us, and these figures end up doing well. But yeah. All right. Anything else on this one? On the Human Torch, Johnny Storm?
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about him because, like you, Feezy, I have no plans of getting him. So, you know, I have no need to be too picky about it. He kind of looks like Chris Evans. Like, you could see what they were going for.
Yeah.
But and trying to make him look as weathered and as worked over as he did in the movie, but they,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Hot Toys, ever since Enoch came into the picture, they've been more hits than misses. But you know, everyone misses, and they kind of missed on this one.
Yeah, I agree, man. I definitely agree. Robert, you with us? You there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yep. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties left and right tonight.
You know, it's all right, man. It's all good. It's all good. You want to share your thoughts or anything on Johnny Storm before we carry on? Are you good? No? Yeah, no, I'm good. No. Please move on. I will, real quick, I just wanted to give this comparison. I know some others have done this already, but here's a comparison to the actual photo of Johnny Storm from the movie / Chris Evans to this prototype here. And yeah, I mean, just initial thought is just his face is longer. His actual head is like more like longer. And on the figure, it's more wider, right? So that's just something there that they could improve. So, yeah, again, that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't want to harp too much on this, but just my initial thoughts on that. All right, well, gentlemen, we got through all those figures, man. Yeah, who was it? Lane that said that? Yeah, he was right. We were drowning, man. But that was the last of them. All the releases, all the announcements. How are you all feeling? Are you feeling good? Are you? Go ahead.
I kind of put something in the chat that I'm kind of fading, bro.
Are you? Oh, okay, my bad. All right, yeah, no worries then. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let you get out of here, Ty. Anything you want to plug before you head out?
No, just getting some new figures and working on some ideas for the stream. There's not going to be a stream, today, because it's like 1:30 here. Because like I usually have about 2 streams in me per week, and so I wanted to do yours, Feezy. So we'll skip it for tomorrow.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. Thanks for sacrificing your stream for that.
Oh, hey, no problem. Hey, Feezy, you're the man. You're the man.
Much love,
anytime.
Man. Much love, Ty.
Anytime. And I thank you for having me on. Beam,
yes,
it's good to see you.
Likewise, sir.
It was good to meet Robert, but this old man needs to go to bed.
No, I definitely understand. I know it's much later for you.
It's almost 2.
So yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, but thanks again for coming through. Have a good night, Ty, and we'll definitely catch you in the chats. For those of you that aren't familiar, like I said, friends of the channel, check out Ty's YouTube channel. And I'll put his IG in the description as well. So show him some love if you're interested in his stuff. So have a good night, Ty. Thank you again for coming through, man.
Thank you. Thank you, chat. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Later. All right. So we lost Robert. Let's see if he comes back. Hopefully, we'll see if he does. And he can join us here. Philly looks like he's also out. Good night, fellas, and chat. Good night, Philly. Thanks, Cameron, for coming through, man. Appreciate it. Hopefully you have a good night, man. Hopefully you have a good night. Okay, so I mentioned we're gonna do Feezy's 20, so I figured we should still hold through. Beam, how you feeling?
I'm good.
I know you prepped for this, so I don't want to let you down. And we'll see if Robert comes through, then we can kind of catch him up. But so we're gonna do things differently on this Feezy's 20 first stream of the year. For those of you that don't know, I usually do Feezy 20 is basically 20 questions where I typically pick a figure. And my panelists have 20 yes or no questions to ask. They have 20 guesses, or I should say 20 yes or no questions to ask to guess a figure. Technically, it's like 19 questions, and then the guess, or the 20th question would have to be the guess. But this time, we're going to flip it. As I mentioned in my previous stream, we're going to switch roles, and I'm going to guess. And Beam is actually going to be the one who he picked a figure this time, so he's going to be answering the questions and filling in for me, and I'm going to be the one guessing and trying to figure out the figure. So yeah, switching roles this time. I figured we change it up, see how that goes. And he actually reminded me, I almost forgot. So I thought we'd have more guests, but it's all good. If not, we'll just roll with me, and then until Robert comes back. Hopefully he comes through, and we'll see how that goes. And he'll join us. I'll catch him up to speed. But just to remind you guys of the rules, for those who aren't familiar, let me get my slides ready for the questions. Let me get the questions queued up here, or the numbers. The numbering is just in time. Robert, you with us?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just in time for
Hopefully.
Feezy's 20. Okay. Go ahead.
I just hope this is the last technical issue I have to deal with tonight. I am so stressed out.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Profi's all, what? There's more stream?
There's more stream?
Yes.
Yeah,
Marvelous.
get in here and play
But wait.
Feezy 20 with us, dude.
There's more. Yeah, man. If you want to jump in and get on this, no video required. You can just do it if you want. If you want to help me out, or me and Robert, I should say. Guess this. Yeah, I promised. I told Beam that we would do this, so I want to make sure we follow through with this and
waited
get
for
this
another
round
one.
in here. What's that?
Could have waited for another one if you want. Don't matter.
That's all good. Yeah, I know you already
3
prepped
hours.
for it, so. Yeah, I know this is a long one. We had a lot of figures to talk about. You
All I had to do was
typically
find a figure, bro. That's all I had to do.
Yeah. All right, so we'll try to get through this quick. Robert, to go through for you in the chat for who haven't played. So yeah, 20 yes or no questions. You can't ask it if it rhymes with. Does it start with a certain letter? 2.0s are considered separate figures because that changes the answer to the question. Let's see, what else am I missing? Honor system. So you can't Google, you can't use the internet, you can't look at the chat. The chat can play along if they want to share questions. So I guess I can't look at the chat either.
I can spot him.
And Beam won't be able to pull up the chat, I don't think. So, but if you guys want to play along and guess and throw out questions, you can. I just won't be able to see the chat because I'm gonna be guessing this time, so I'll close that. So 19 questions, and then our final guess to guess the figure that Beam has selected. It's a Hot Toys figure, right, Beam?
Yes, sir. It is a Hot Toys figure.
Okay. All right. You got any questions, Robert, on how to play, or do you get the gist of it?
Yeah, I get the gist of this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help you too. Well, obviously, me and you, we'll kind of work together and try to figure out what this is. And then, Beam, are you able to also take note of the questions we ask, or do you want me to do that? Do you have like a notepad or something open there on your computer? If not, I can do it. I can keep track.
We'll both keep track just in case I forget something.
Okay, got it. All right. All right, I'll go ahead and start us off, Robert, so you can you can just follow my lead. And if you have any general questions, let me know.
All right.
Oh, damn. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, just in time, special guest appearance. Darth Profi in the house. What is up?
What's up, y'all? Hey, can y'all hear me okay? I'm on my phone,
Yes,
dude.
sir.
So, all right. Are you guys getting any feedback from yourselves, or are we cool?
No, we're cool, man.
good.
You're good.
Now we're
All right. All right, cool. I had no headphones, so I'm just. All right, cool. Let's go, man. Let's
do
let's
this.
check
All right,
out.
here we go. All right. So I'm thinking. So again, it's best if we just talk out loud and communicate, kind of bounce ideas off each other. So I'm thinking if we ask if it's either an MMS, a TMS, or a VGM, some series. Figure out narrow down the series from Hot Toys. What do you guys think?
Cool.
All right. Does that sound good with you, Robert?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was just thinking.
And then from there, we can narrow down like IP. So, Beam, is this an MMS series figure?
No.
No. Okay. So that leaves TMS, which is TV, movie series, video game, or comic. Oh, and there's also the art one?
Or
What is that one?
DX or quarter
Oh,
scale
yeah.
or
Yep.
the artist line, like you said, yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah, you're right. DX. Forgot about the DX.
So
Good
many
call.
possibilities.
Yeah. So do you want to keep narrowing down the line, or do you want to jump to like IP, or what do you guys think?
I kind of wanted to narrow down the line because that will I think it might help a little bit.
Okay, go ahead, Mario. You got.
All right, Beam,
Next
is it a DX figure?
No.
Oh, okay. So not MMS, not DX. Let me move the question there. Robert, what do you think?
Like male or female? Like is
Oh,
it a
yeah,
male
we can-
character?
Yeah, we can switch it up and do that. That would be helpful.
Wanna do
That
that?
would narrow down like a lot, big time. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Is it a male character?
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Questionable. That could be a hint too, though. That could be so that.
A
Yeah,
creature
I
of
don't know.
some sort.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. So do we count that as
I
a
would
question
say-
then, or no?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
Some sort
Not
of creature or
questionably human.
robot. I don't know.
yeah.
Mm.
So should we ask then if it's human?
Yeah, let's go there. That's a good
Okay.
question.
Is this character or this figure based on a human person? A human.
Based on a human?
Yeah, or is it human, I should say.
Okay. No, it is not human.
Oh.
I
Okay.
kind of have a guess.
All right. Talk to us. Talk out loud. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
I'm thinking it's some sort of Grogu figure.
Some sort of what? Robot?
Grogu. I'm thinking it's Grogu. It's
Oh,
either the Grogu with
Grogu.
the accessory set, or it's Grogu with life size.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should. So this is not a question, Beam. I think this is kind of my bad because I didn't state this earlier. But if we asked if it's a 6 or a quarter scale figure, does that count as one of our questions?
It's technically a question.
Right, but the way I've been playing is like they've only been
Yes,
6
technically
scale
it'd be-
figures.
You're right. I guess
So,
technically
I
it would
didn't-
be a question. But I'll
'Cause
just
I didn't- yeah, that
at
was
a
my-
sake of previous 20 questions, it is 6 scale.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that was my fault. I'll take that one because I didn't. I don't think I mentioned that in all my previous 20 questions. It's like assumed to be 6 scale, but I don't think I ever mentioned that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so okay, 6 scale. That all right, got it. Wait, anonymous. Question. Okay.
You've asked 4
You
questions.
guys want to? Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
just
would
said
ask
4.
if
Okay, there we
it's
go.
Star Wars or Marvel.
Okay, so we know it's not MMS. We know it's not DX. So then I guess, do you want to ask if it's TMS then, like TV series, or what do you think, Profi?
I'm guessing IP. I'm with Robert, man. I'm thinking if it's is it Star Wars?
Okay, you just want to jump to IP then?
Yeah, let's go to IP.
Do you want
I
to
have another
Run
guess
it
too.
like-
so-
you want to make it broad? Like you want to say Disney first, or do you just want to jump into like Marvel or Star Wars?
Oh,
Let's
just
make it
Marvel.
broad.
Just Marvel or Star Wars. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I think if we ask Disney, I mean that's kind of too wide of an umbrella, you know. So narrow it down a little
Okay.
bit more.
Okay. Is this a Star Wars figure?
No.
No,
Ooh.
not Star Wars. Okay. Not Star Wars.
Should we ask if it's Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I'm down.
Is a Marvel character?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so Marvel character, not human.
Not human. Not MMS, so it's not a movie. It's not from a movie, and it's not DX. So that could leave what's like from a TV show, or were there any Marvel video game figures?
There were, but
Like Spider-Man, right?
Punisher, War Machine, Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's true.
But non-human.
Not human.
See, my mind went right away to either like someone like Gamora or
Oh right, yeah, one of the Guardians.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait,
Or
wait, wait. Is,
Groot.
Is Mantis a MMS or TMS?
Oh yeah, from the well, yeah, the
From
holiday
the, from
special.
the
Right?
Christmas special.
For a Christmas special.
Yeah, is that considered TMS?
I do believe she is a TMS. Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thought. You want
But she
to?
would be considered a female, and well,
Not
did we
human.
ask them if it's female?
No, we
Yes, if it was
We
not
asked-
male.
Oh, it's not human. Okay. never
yeah.
mind.
Yes.
Well, we asked.
And
Yeah,
I-
we asked
yeah.
if it was male. He said no, and
Yeah,
Also
he had to
kinda-
think about
yeah.
it too. He was like,
Yeah.
Well, actually, that could be a hint too, though. If he had to think about like if this species or creature was this, if he could figure out the sex of this species, would it be male? And he like said no. So,
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe
that could be. You want to go ahead?
Maybe if it's from a recent IP, like just came out.
Well, like which would you have one in mind? Like a TV show?
Yeah,
A
like
Marvel
a TV,
TV
show
series?
or something like that.
Or-
What are you thinking?
or can we ask if it's an alien character, non-human, or did we ask that?
No, we didn't ask if it was alien. We just asked if it was human, and he said no, not human.
So it's a non-human character. All right.
Right. Yeah. The Mantis one sounds like a pretty good guess. We could
Mantis.
narrow it down by just saying is this character a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy? That could include like Gamora and Nebula.
But Mantis is the only TMS that. Let me fact check that real quick. Let me see.
Wait,
I don't think it's
you're not
Guardians.
Googling, are you?
I don't think.
Oh,
that's
I was just gonna Google the. Oh, we can't use Google.
Technically, no. Yeah, we can't use internet. Google.
Eh,
nothing. Ew.
Oh, I was gonna see if it's a TMS figure or not. That's all. But all right. Ugh.
No,
Maybe
you're right
it's
though.
just-
I think.
I
Go
think
ahead.
maybe from a video game line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
what I
the
was thinking.
the video game lines didn't have any non-human characters that I can think off the top of my head.
Well, like
Yeah.
Venom
Marvel.
or who else? Jeez.
Venom is the only exception, but
Yeah, well, the symbiote, yeah, is like an alien, but Eddie, well, I guess in the game, I don't want to say the character,
that's
but
to Eddie.
the host is human. Yeah.
Mantis
Well, but the
is
video
not
game is tied
human.
to no.
So I guess we should just narrow it down then from TMS and VGM. Then, what do you guys think? We have 14. Am I counting right? 14 questions or 13 questions and a guess. We have questions to burn.
Mhm.
6, yeah, 14. So you just want to narrow it down to either VGM or TMS, or do you want to narrow it down to Marvel? Oh no, we already said Marvel.
Yep,
Okay.
you already got Marvel.
Whoever
Yep.
said Marvel. Yeah, I got Marvel.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
TV or
video game?
Or, yeah, video
Is-
game. Yeah.
Is this character in the TMS line of figures?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
so not TMS. So that would be VGM. There's that art one. I forgot what that line is.
I was gonna ask you, Beam, if we're counting Artisan as part of DX, because that's what it. Well, oh, I guess no, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter anyway. I can't think of any Artisan figures that are.
it is a
that
released.
fall like-
It is already a released figure too, so you have to keep that
Yeah.
in mind. Nothing for
Yeah.
this pre-order or pre-release.
Venomized
Yeah,
Deadpool.
Venomized Deadpool. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's kind of like a technical thing too, because like, the symbiote is on Wade Wilson, right? Who is, well, no, he's a mutant technically. So I guess because mutants aren't humans, we've already established that like in the previous 20 questions. Because they're technically Homo superiors is what they call them.
So can we take early guesses, or do we got to wait till the end?
You can only guess if you're sure, because if you guess wrong, then you lose. Then we lose, I should say.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm just thinking out loud then.
Because otherwise, you can just start guessing figures until you.
all right.
So this
My
is for
bad.
sure a video game.
No, well, we just narrowed it. That's what we're thinking because
Okay,
we eliminated
then
the other ones. But
let's confirm that. Let's
Okay.
confirm that. Beam, is this a VGM release?
It's not a VGM.
oh, dang!
So
Good thing,
we
yeah, good
okay.
call.
So we've got rid of the DX, we got rid of MS, we got rid of TMX, and we got rid of VGM.
BGM. So what's left? There's just that art line, right?
CMS, but there's no.
Oh yeah, it does. CMS, yeah.
CMS line. What
The
the hell
comic
was in the
line,
CMS line?
That's not human.
We had the War Machine. We had the War Machines. We had the Iron Man.
Damn.
I don't know.
There's obviously the Iron Man that came out.
The classic suit, the funky ones.
Not
CMS,
human. Do you want to confirm if it's a comic line, or do we just want to assume that's what it is?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, even the quarter scale. Go down the quarter scale line. There's only Batman. There was the Joker. There's Iron Man. There's a few Iron Men actually in the quarter scale line.
Right, but it's not quarter scale; it's 6 scale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. My bad. I'm thinking quarter scale, knife size. All right, yeah, 6 scale.
We already asked if it's
Anytime.
alien or robotic, right?
No, we just asked if it was human. He said no,
Okay.
it's not human.
Maybe robot. Maybe ask if it's an alien or. I'm thinking a robot.
What-
A robot. Some sort of robot.
I have another guess too, and I think it might be under the artist rendition line.
What are your guys' thoughts? Let's hear.
I'm kind of thinking that Samurai Predator.
Is that's not a Marvel character though, right? It's a Marvel character.
Nope.
Oh, that's right, Marvel. Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
it's a Marvel.
all right,
yeah.
Marvel. Whoops.
I was gonna say maybe it could have been like in a Marvel comic, but I don't. Yeah, I don't.
AVP.
Well, I guess-
I mean,
AVP, yeah.
Couple questions from the chat. Is it is it a mecha type figure?
Yeah, that's what Robert was thinking. Yeah, mecha type. You guys want to ask if it's a robot then, or is it like a robot or
Figure craft
an android?
is.
Was it? What was that, Beam? What did he say?
Figure craft said I know what it is.
Oh, well, he already knows what it is. Wow.
I don't feel that I suck, dude.
No, I'm stuck too, man. Yeah.
You're getting there.
I mean,
Yeah. You want to
Robert,
ask
what do you
if
think? You
it's
want-
robotic?
yeah, robotic or robotic-like, like meaning like android, cyborg, or something like that.
Is that your
But
question?
Marvel. But Marvel though.
Wait, what? I guess before we ask, Robert, what are your thoughts on that? If we ask that, is that going to help you? Like, who are you thinking it is? Yeah, Marvel.
I'm. Well, actually, alien probably more makes more sense. I don't think there's too many robotic characters in Marvel. I don't think. I'm just trying to think
Yeah.
back.
Can we ask multiple choice so we can narrow it down? So like, hey, is it human? Is it alien? Is it a robot? Or is it what?
Yeah, you-
I think let's just ask.
And that
alien.
have that count as one question?
Yeah, you could
I'm
ask,
pretty
is it,
sure
or,
it's
you
gotta
can
be
ask an
alien
or.
character. Let's just ask if it's alien.
Okay, Beam, is
Okay.
it an alien or a robotic character?
That would not. I wouldn't be able to answer yes or no to that.
No, you just tell us which one it is. Alien or robotic. Is that breaking the rules, Feezy?
No, I don't. I don't think so. Yeah, that's allowed. It's either or, right? It's alien
Yeah.
or is it alien or robotic? Yeah, no, it's allowed.
Or is it neither?
Well, I can only answer yes or no.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
really?
if you say no, then it's neither. But if you say yes, then it's at least one of those.
So your question is it alien or robotic?
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's our question.
Well, that's still too vague because then we got to go back and ask: Is it robotic? No. I mean, it's still a 2-part question, so that'd be a waste of a question then, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Unless
That's
you
the only
can't.
thing we're going with.
Yeah, so it's only yes or no.
So what did you just want to go? Let's just go with robotic then.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, no, sorry,
Yeah.
alien. Because if we go
you wanna do that?
if we go with robotic, who do we have in mind for Marvel characters?
No idea.
Yeah,
No idea.
then that wouldn't really help us. Then, yeah.
I know
Well, you already know it's not human.
Ultron.
So-
Ultron is robotic.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Who else?
But Ultron is MMS and TMS, and
Oh, you're
That's
right.
true.
we've already eliminated those.
Yeah. So we're only left with comic and artist,
Not human.
right?
So it's not human. It's in Marvel.
And 6 scale, yes.
And 6-0.
Oh God. I think the alien question is probably more appropriate.
Okay.
It's
Go ahead.
gotta be an alien somewhere. Is it an alien?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
Or an alien
It's an alien.
in Marvel?
And I will add mostly.
Mostly alien.
Mostly an alien. Okay. Who are we missing? I feel like we're missing somebody. There's only 2 lines left, and I'm blanking on who.
Wait, is that Venomized Iron Man a thing?
No. It's never been like in a comic or anything like that.
Oh, what
No,
about?
but no, is it one of the lines that we're considering?
Oh.
Yes, I think it is. I was speaking of on that note though, because it's Iron Man. Along that same lines, what about Venomized Groot?
No, that's TMS. No, you're right.
No,
Right.
Venomized Groot.
Yeah, Venomized Group. Yeah,
I think that's comic, right?
I don't think so. I don't think that's comic
No.
either.
No, I don't think so either.
No. What line would that be then?
That could be the artist line.
Well, then it would still
Okay.
fit then, right? Because that's one a line we haven't ruled out.
When we were talking about Groot, that kind of popped in my mind. Groot.
Yeah, Groot. That's what I was thinking too.
Same.
He is an
Same,
alien,
yeah.
but not really an alien. He's a tree. So that makes
Right.
sense too.
Well, he's obviously not human. He's a Marvel character. That figure is not in any other lines that we ruled out. So,
Binary.
but what other? Is there any
sure.
other Groot in any of those lines? Like, not one in a comic line, right? And not one in a artist line.
Considering how many Hot Toys has put out there for a Venomized figure, there's got to be like a Venomized freaking line, dude. At least. I mean,
Yeah.
I forget.
What if
Go
we
ahead.
just ask, is this a Venomized figure?
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this a Venomized figure, Beam?
Oh, 1 second.
Holding on.
We're holding on.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Had to build a little suspense, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then, so narrow it down. We got Venomized Groot. We got Venomized Iron Man.
I think are those the only 2? I feel like there's Deadpool. No, not Deadpool. That's
Deadpool.
Yeah, but that's in the VGM line, or I think. Is it?
no, that I don't know. I don't think that's in the BGM line. I
No,
could
that's
be
not
wrong,
in the
but
artist line. I
don't
think.
either comic. I think that's also comic. I think all those Venomized figures are on the comic line. I could be wrong, but I because there's only I think less than 10 artist figures. I believe. I could be wrong, but I thought there's not that many.
Watch it be one of that
No,
that
there's
funky
not.
glow in the dark one. That's an artist rendition one, I think it is.
I don't know. What are you thinking, Robert? I mean, we have.
Oh.
We
I
could
don't know.
continue.
So-
we could definitely narrow it down. We have 9 questions left, and then our guest, so we can continue narrowing it down. We know we got it down pretty far. We know it's a Venomized figure. So,
So can we just
said-
ask for clarity? I mean, without or just with this the count as an actual question. If the figure is actually Venomized, or is it actually some sort of spin-off of Venom itself? Because I kind of want to narrow down those those funky looking Venom ones.
Like which ones? Which ones are
That
you thinking?
white, what was it? That white one that glow in the dark or something like that. And there's like another black one. They looked all.
A Venom?
It was actually Venom. Yeah, it was like in the artist line.
I don't
Beam, you know which ones I'm
remember
talking
that.
about, right?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Glow in the dark ones. I'm not remembering.
There was the white one, and I'm sure there was. I think there was a black one as well. So the standard symbiote, but they were. But they were stylized. They were stylized. They kind of, I mean, not look like a Funko, but they kind of like a big old. They're like a big old giant vinyl, bubbly looking.
But it wasn't a
character
Hot Toys figure though.
Yeah, it was.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, they're Hot Toys.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
wow,
Hot Toys.
Okay. Like figures, like 6-scale figures, not like the
Yeah,
Cosmos,
there's just-
not the Hot
yeah.
Toys.
There were 6
Yeah.
figures, weren't they?
They were 6 scale, yeah.
Oh wow.
Pretty sure they were
yeah,
6 scale. They were
I'm
big.
completely
They were
blanking.
big. I forget.
They were
what
big,
size
yeah.
they were, but
Oh, were they? Yeah.
But they're
I do
kind
not
of
remember this one.
they're kind of like
34
What is it?
centimeters. They were. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What? And those were actual Venom figures? Mario?
Yes, those were actual Venom figures.
yeah. They're actually artist interpretations of Venom himself and
Oh,
not
okay.
Venomized.
I see what you're saying. I don't know. What are you thinking, Robert?
I don't know. I don't know too many Venomized figures that were out. Unless this is something
did-
from way back in the past. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't even remember what Mario was talking about. I'm totally blanking on those. Maybe I didn't see those at all. I'm not familiar with those. So I mean, I don't know. I guess we can. However you think you can narrow it down, Mario, go ahead. Because I don't know what those look like. At least not remembering. So however you think you want to ask to narrow that down.
Philly, those weren't Power Pose figures, were they? They were like
You're not
Power
looking at the
Pose.
chat, though.
I think
Mario,
they were
look at the
like
chat.
powerful. I don't think they. I don't think there was much articulation to them. There's like
Yeah.
up and down. Up and
Yeah, they were
down.
similar. Yeah. Wait. Can we now look at the chat?
I think
No,
it was worth- nope.
you're not supposed to look
shit.
at the chat.
All right.
That's all right. They haven't got
Chat.
it either.
Okay.
Yeah, no chat, no Googling.
All right.
It's all on us.
All right.
I was thinking we can just narrow it down by asking, like, is this also a Groot figure, or is this also an Iron Man figure? Or if we want to specify, like, is this character also?
Is it Venomized with a tree, or is it Venomized with an Iron Man suit, or?
Yeah, something like that. Like that's still like general.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh no. Oh, the Venomized Iron Man had like crab-like legs, right?
Yeah, crab legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does this figure have crab-like legs coming out of its body?
Coming out of its chest from the symbol.
Crab-like.
Long spider legs that are coming out of the right side of his chest from the symbol. Only on one
Large,
side of the chest.
Thin appendages.
Appendages.
Or
There you go.
limbs coming
I
out
will
of
go
its
with Mario's
chest.
and say yes.
Oh man, I think
So
we got it.
That's got to be it.
Is
If it's not that, okay, then can we ask about the other half? If what the other half is, does it confirm it?
How else can we? Like, how are you thinking of wording it? Like, is this like an
is,
Iron Man
is,
type
the, is
figure?
the other half Iron Man Mark 7 like from the Avengers?
Is that the Mark version?
It's a Mark 7, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Or if you want to play it safe, you could just say is the other half Iron Man, like have
yeah,
Iron
that's
Man
what I would go with.
armor.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
Beam, does the other half of the Venomized or does the left half or one half of this figure have Iron Man armor?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Burr, 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 burr.
Okay, who would like to take the guess?
Is it
Robert, you wanna
Venomized
do the
Iron
honors?
Man?
Who would like to solve the puzzle?
Yeah. Beam Alex solved puzzle.
Present.
Venomized Iron Man?
Share tab. That tab. Share.
Here we go. Oh, I gotta share it. Let's see.
Yep.
And Adding to stage.
Venomized Iron Man.
Hell
One of two
yeah.
actually only Venomized action figures. It was this one and the Groot. This one
And the
is
Groot,
the
okay.
AC line, which is the artist collection line, and
Ah,
the Groot
Oh.
was was in the TMS for some reason. It was because it was the baby. It was a
it was
life-size
the
baby Groot.
It was a life
That's
size
why
baby
it was,
Groot.
it was
That's right.
TMS to go
It wasn't
with that other
Sixtail.
Groot. So,
Oh.
yep, there's a life-size baby Groot. And the other ones that you were referring to, those bubble-looking Venoms,
Yeah.
were an AMC line, artist mix line.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Artist mixed. Wow, I haven't
Yeah.
even heard of that one. I have to go look those up.
Like
I don't
this
think I've
one
seen
is an
those.
artist collection. Like I said, one of two technically Venomized characters, because the other one is Venom Pool, which is a mix from two, and is also from a video game. So
Yeah, I remember that they were
Oh.
releasing all these Venomized figures before we
Mhm.
actually got a Venom. I was always
Right.
asking, when are they going to Venomize Venom? You know?
but you guys did it. You got to it.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
We smart.
Yeah.
That was fun, man.
Good teamwork. Yeah, that was fun.
Bro, I was supposed to be
Man.
going to sleep, man. Now y'all got me awake, man.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you coming through, man, helping us
For
out.
sure, dude. This is exciting, man. It's been a minute. So
Yeah, Feezy's
Yeah,
20 is
that's-
the best.
So you said that this was a part of the artist rendition line. This
This is an
Venomized
artist collection
Iron-
line. Yep, artist collection.
Oh damn!
Similar
Okay, and
to the
Venomized-
same line that Samurai Predators from.
Right.
So,
Okay. And then Venomized Groot is part of the
TMS.
Which line? TMS. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because of the Groot show.
I
But
see.
that's
That's
the only
interesting. They're
other
all
one that's
different.
named Venomized, whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So this is Maximum Venom, right? Is that what this is?
They both have the Spider-Man Maximum Venom logo on them,
Oh, okay.
but they categorized them in different. It's Hot Toys.
Gotcha.
They don't know what we don't
Okay.
know what they're talking about.
I still think that this is probably, like, in my opinion, it's like the best looking Venom that's out there.
I agree. Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
Of all the Venoms that we've announced,
Really?
that were not.
Yeah, I think so. I know that's unpopular opinion, but
Yeah.
that's just like my opinion, man.
Lou loves it. I think. I'm pretty sure Lou.
Yeah.
It looks dope. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he
He's
looks
all
pretty
about
cool.
this, yeah. He does look pretty cool. Yeah. For
Brent
me, I'd
said,
go
"Is it a
with
Venomized Thanos?"
yeah.
Shoot, can you imagine?
Roz also said Mario cheating.
Yeah.
I admitted it. I was in the chat. I was like,
Yep.
oh shit, I
Mario
didn't know that. I was just watching the conversation with Philly and Rams. I thought Philly was going to bed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I thought those were, for some reason I was thinking they were like crab legs, but they're more like, I guess, spider legs. Right?
They're
'Cause he's
supposed to be
Venom.
spider
It's
legs.
spider legs, yeah.
Oh,
Because when you said crab legs, I'm like, no.
They do
Because he
resemble
said
snow
no.
crab legs. They,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that does make more sense. Duh. We have spider legs. Gotcha. All right, gentlemen. Man, that was fun. That was pretty intense being on this side of it, for sure.
Oh man.
All right, but yeah, man, I know it's way past our bedtimes. Profi, I guess I'll start with you because I'm sure you want to get ready to head out. Anything you want to plug? Thanks again for joining us, man. For
Oh, for
the
sure,
short time
dude. This
playing.
is great. It's been a minute since I got to hang out with you guys, man. So, Robert, it's nice to meet you, man. I see you all in the
Yeah,
chat
nice to
all the
meet you
time,
too.
dude. So, good to see you, man. LWO going on this Friday on P-Rock's channel. Hopefully, we'll be on time, 7:30. I don't know what time, but but I know the fellas will be on tomorrow. I won't be around for the next couple Fridays. Got life things going on and stuff, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That's about it, man. That's about it. But it was good to see you guys. I mean, Happy New Year, Feezy. Welcome back to YouTube, man. And Bean,
Yeah,
always
I
good
know,
to see you.
oh yeah, bro.
And yeah, bro. So it's good hanging out for a little while.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, have a good night. Until next time.
Good night,
So-
man.
Have a good
Good
one.
night, y'all.
And yeah, for those of you that don't know, like I said, you're not familiar, friends of the channel, check out El Professoro. He's friends of the channel section. Go show him some love. If you're not familiar, of course, his IG. Check that. He's not as active on there, but yeah, check out his YouTube channel when you guys get a chance. Like he said, sometimes he'll host LWO when his time comes. when he's
Yeah.
not busy. But
Or when
yeah,
I'm
man,
not when I'm
thanks.
not sick. Oh my dude, when I was
Yeah,
sick
oh,
for like 3
yeah.
weeks, everyone was like, "Hey man, where you at? Where you
Yeah.
at? Where's your LW?" I'm like,
That's right.
"Ugh."
Yeah, glad to hear you're feeling better though, man.
Yeah, much better, bro. Much better.
Beam, anything you want to plug before we jump off?
I'll plug Feezy. Feezy's 20. It's a great game, fun game. It's always
That was
awesome.
fun, man.
Hit the like button. And then come catch collector figures on Mondays. So, it was great hanging out. It's good to meet you, Robert.
Yeah,
I
good to
know
meet
you
too.
pop in collector's figure quite a bit too, so appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
sir.
that's about
Yeah,
all
like I
got.
said, friends of the channel, you can check out S Beam's YouTube channel. I also put his IG in the description, so show him some love if you guys aren't familiar yet. For those of you that aren't, check out his work. He does stop motion, which is time consuming, so go and check those out. I think they're called the Showcase series, right? No, that's not.
There is a
what do you call them
playlist.
again? Is it just stop motion series or?
Stop motion series is a couple of them, and then there's a whole playlist of a whole bunch of them that I've done so
Okay.
far. The
Gotcha.
series is Gotham City, and then there's a few other ones in there too.
Gotcha. Yeah.
The main one, like
Yeah, so
the
go-
one continuous storyline, is Gotham City. So.
Oh, okay, Gotham City. Gotcha. There you go. Go check those out. He has a playlist set up, and show him some love if you guys, and some support if you guys like his videos there. And of course, last but not least, Robert, FeelDaBurn, man, thank you for coming through. I know, like Beams mentioned, I've seen you in the chat, so thank you for showing your support on our channels and our streams. And it's good to see you active in there, and now to have you in front of the camera now, and sharing your thoughts and talking figures with us. And this goes for anybody out there in the community. If any of you are interested in kind of taking a shot at being in front of the camera and talking figures with us, just let me know, hit me up, send me a message, and we can work something out. I know there's a lot of collectors out there, and so we're all like-minded. So yeah, definitely reach out if you're interested, and kind of get your feet wet in streaming. But anything you want to plug, Robert? Anything you got going on?
Well, tomorrow I will be on Gio's channel for Figure Talk. I think he said he wasn't going to do it Sunday, so he moved it to tomorrow. So
Yeah.
I will be on there. Other than that, like I said, I got the Syndicate Collectibles Pumpkinhead coming in tomorrow, hopefully. UPS.
Yeah.
So hopefully once I get that in hand, I'll start taking pictures and everything else. I'm trying to take more pictures of my stuff. I'm not a photographer whatsoever. I just like to show my shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you, man.
yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's nice to meet all of y'all. I've been watching y'all streams for a long time. I've been wanting to, meet all of y'all. So hopefully this year I will be at CaliCon this year.
That's
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
Yeah. So I'll definitely get a chance to meet y'all. Say hi. Whatever. So
Yep.
yeah. Other than that, I'll be on the chats, and if y'all want to invite me to y'all streams, I'm available. I ain't got shit to do. So,
So
yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
Man. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like you said, hopefully. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, hopefully we get a chance to meet up at CaliCon. I know you showed interest, so I didn't want to mention anything just in case, but I plan on going, so hopefully I'll get to see you there, and hopefully things work out and you're able to show up. And same for Profi and S Beam. I know we still got some time, so hopefully you're able to make it out there. I know you guys are in the chat, in that group chat. But like I said, anyone else interested in coming out, let me know, and I can add you to the group chat. It's June 20th through the 22nd, so a little more time to plan and to see, and hopefully I get to meet you Beam there in person finally. And we haven't met yet, but we've been streamed multiple times together, and Profi, hopefully you're able to make it out again. I know you went last year to CaliCon, so hopefully you're able to make this one.
hope so, man.
But yeah, so as far as for me, I was planning to do a stream this weekend. I was thinking about Saturday. I still have to schedule it, so seeing where I'm at, that might be Sunday sometime during the day. We'll see how that goes. So just keep as usual, keep it locked on my YouTube channel. You can sign up, you can subscribe to get notifications, or just keep an eye out on my social media. I'm planning on doing another How You Figure episode, and it's been a minute since I've done one of those, but this is going to be a 2024 1/6 scale recap episode, just like I did last year. I'm doing another one to recap all the figures, well, not all of them, but highlights from last year. Yeah. I'll try to
bro, you're pushing LWO numbers tonight, man. Look at you, 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Thursday. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, but yeah, just stay tuned. Keep look out for those notifications on there. I'm also gonna be on Movie Canon stream tomorrow with Robert. I think 1Adam12, I believe. I don't know if he's still able to make it, but if he is, it's a special night for the Movie Canon Geo. I know he normally doesn't do it on Fridays, but I guess something came up, like Robert said, that he's not able to do it at normal time. And I've been meaning to get on there. Just our schedules didn't line up for me to join Figure Talk. But yeah, now that he's having this exception of having it on a different day, I'm finally able to join. So yeah, I'll be on there. So look for me if all goes well. I think I should be on there tomorrow night, 7:30 Pacific. I know that may overlap with LW, but like I said, he kind of something happened. I don't know. I guess he's just had to do it on a different day. But yeah, so either or, I'll be on there. And then, yeah, this weekend I have a stream. And then, reminder, the giveaway. I'm doing that giveaway, so stay tuned for that. I'll have that sometime at the end of beginning of February. So that week, first weekend of February. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, but other than that, thanks again. All appreciate you staying through. For those who stayed as long as you did through the whole stream, and those who just popped in for a few seconds, appreciate it. Much love to you all. Thank you for the support. And yeah, like Beam said, if you enjoyed the stream, if you found this entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. That would be definitely appreciated on our end for all of us. So thank you all. Have a good night. Thank you all for joining my panelists again. And we'll see you on the next one. Later on.
Deuces, y'all.